this country move as well. You know, when we, you know, in everything that we do, you know, from immigration to even, you know, the WAR. Right after the WAR, each time they come back and do the tax system the same fucking way, you know, where these folks profiting and everybody else stuck trying to make it. Every time, that's how we went into the Great Depression. And everybody else stuck trying to make it. Like it happens every time. That's how we went into the Great Depression. Every time. Like these people just use us and use the working class to make themselves richer. And we keep having to fight our way in the office. People start to wake up. And then that's why it's a big that's why we like how the fuck we keep ending up here if you motherfuckers done got burnt once before. Why y'all keep getting burnt? Why y'all keep touching the stove?
But you know what it is? Let me tell you one of the biggest thing is, especially when it comes to a lot of black Trump supporters, is because this whole MAGA movement has convinced them that undocumented immigrants are getting something that they can't obtain.
I think
it's strange to me. That's been a huge talking point that I noticed from a lot of black Trump supporters.
The chances are definitely lower.
Maybe for somebody that's mediocre, but I haven't had an
issue. We gotta bring them up.
Some of our people are mediocre. We got to look out for them too, right?
I mean, I think
I don't hang around mediocre.
I think a lot of people that a lot of the people that he did convince were mediocre, meaning that they didn't have great education, didn't have great jobs, you know, had been through bad relationships in their life. That's why they continuously want to legislate through politics in the household.
No, let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted. There's 20 jobs available, right? And there's 15 of them and 5 of you, or 15 of them and 10 of you. Or 30 of them and 10
and that is why they voted the way they voted.
So what I'm saying is it's going to go to the availability, right?
But that's the thing. That's why they voted the way they voted, because of shit like that.
You know, when it's in the workforce, it's the company. The company is by far going to put their benefits over your benefits. They're always going to choose the person with the least amount of wages. I see it every day. I see it every day at work.
Why is it a plus to know Spanish in the construction field in America?
Why is it a plus to know Spanish?
Bilingual anyway.
So you can
no. Why? But in the construction field, if you don't know Spanish,
so you have an issue with people that's bilingual.
No. Es que yo hablo mucho español. Mi hija está mezclada.
Okay, if you speak a lot of Spanish,
what I'm saying is, if you don't speak Spanish in America and you're in the South, let's say you're in Houston, Texas, and you're applying for a landscaping or construction job, stuff that people who look like me have historically done. Right now, we're second to a person who may have not been born in this country.
Okay, if you are in first of all, Texas has never been majority black. Let's start there.
So now that we
it doesn't matter about the
and we got somebody else doing those jobs, that's why we find the time to teach our kids to go get better jobs.
But it's the thing, Tony.
We shouldn't be trying to settle for landscaping jobs. We should be always trying to elevate ourselves.
It's not about landscaping.
So it's going to be majority Hispanic people there, because Hispanics have always been the majority in Texas.
Texas was once
right.
It's not just Texas.
So that's the
Georgia,
thing,
I mean, it's Mexican.
It's not just Texas.
You're not.
It's in the South. If you're in Alabama,
I'm from Montgomery, Alabama, sir.
Okay, yeah.
And I've never. I
want you to look at your construction team. The next time I want you to look at everybody out there. I want you to count how many black, how many white, and how many Spanish people that you see.
And where?
It's some Mexicans in there, but it's black.
I'm from Atlanta. I'm literally from the west side of Atlanta. Like literally.
I will say it's more blacks than it is Mexicans.
Blacks and whites too.
But that's Atlanta though.
And what you say? I need to pass by Alabama and look in the fields where?
Pass by the road crew.
And that's the thing. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Alabama does not have a huge undocumented immigrant population.
Okay.
Alabama does not, sir.
You right.
So why like when you talk
I'm
about,
just talking about the South, period.
but
Like the
no,
South.
sir, you're talking about Texas.
I mean, you could talk about
You're
Florida
talking
because
about
Florida's got a.
Texas.
Yeah, I'm talking
You
about
can
Texas.
and
I'm talking about
you can even
Oklahoma.
throw Florida
I'm
in
talking
there.
about parts of
But sir,
Alabama too.
Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, and
Yeah, I'm talking
Georgia.
about parts of Tennessee too, parts of Alabama too. If you go to Mobile,
What part?
there's a lot more happening in Mobile.
Sir, I got a lot of family from. I got a lot of family from Mobile,
So
sir,
go
and
look
none
at the
of them
construction
have the
crew in Mobile.
problem.
What I'm saying is, if we're gonna act like you know, a lot of people who speak Spanish don't do landscape and construction, and
they do.
even okay, so that's what I'm saying. So those are jobs that are taken out of our market if they are not legal
Okay,
people.
so this is the thing, right?
So what? Hold on. Let me get this out.
Why do you
Hold on.
have
Let me get this out,
farms
lovely.
and stuff? Why do you have fruits and things of that nature and jobs that are just sitting there because they don't have workers? Because you should know that's a thing that's happening right now.
Sure, because companies don't want to pay a living wage, and
So,
what we did was,
hold on, so
lovely.
you would
Let me
rather have
respond
rotted
to you,
fruit
lovely.
than people
Let
out
him
here
respond.
picking
Respond
fruit.
to you.
Let's see what he gonna say.
What I'm saying is, if you look at the federal minimum wage, it hasn't jumped since 2009. When you look at the amount of undocumented immigrants that we have versus 2009, it's significantly increased.
What did Scott Besnick say during his confirmation
They didn't have
hearing
a
about
reason.
federal minimum wage?
Ma'am, I'm not going to interrupt you. I just want to get this out. They didn't have a reason to pay us more because they found people to do the jobs. They didn't have a reason to tell us that Black Lives Matter because they found somebody to replace us. If we look at 2013 when BLM started, and we look at right now, we got one law passed for us, and that was the anti-lynching bill. When you look at everything that's happened for immigrants, everything that's happened for LGBTQ, and everybody else besides Black people, we are literally being replaced. Literally, everybody
You
talking about
probably
the white
got replaced. I didn't.
We are literally being replaced. When are our issues affected?
Hold on.
We
just
had somebody
post a video. Let's ask the black people on the
We just had the leader of the free world
Let me
post a
ask the
video
question.
of black
If you are a
looking
black
like monkeys,
person
right?
on
And
this channel or in this
no
live
kind of
that has
repercussion
been
for it.
replaced, put a 1 in the comments.
I'm just saying
If a Hispanic has
more
replaced
repercussion.
you and you are a black person, put a 1 in the comments. If you still got your job
let
and
me
you
get this
living
out.
your life, put a 2 in the comments.
Let me get this out to them. How come we hear more about the immigrants who are being suffered? Right? We hear. Hold on. Let me get this out, Tony. We hear more about the racism that's happening towards immigrants than we've heard about the racism that's happened towards Black people in the last 100 years.
Do you live in under a rock?
We've heard about immigrants being racially profiled more than we've heard about the crime bill that the Black caucus voted for in 1994 that has still disenfranchised our community.
And that's why we're here. And that's why we're here right now.
The last 20 years.
And that's why we're here
This
right
gotta
now.
be a
Because
really mediocre black man.
Hold on, lovely.
You say we hear more about immigrants than the 1994 crime bill?
I said, well, we heard. No. Let me make sure I get this out.
Right,
it's the
right.
I want to make sure he heard me.
Hold on,
I want to make sure he heard me clearly.
Time out,
Tone.
CF.
I want to make sure
you've
he
been
heard
talking
me
for a minute.
clearly,
Let me
Tone.
say
No, Tone. I want to make sure that the host heard this clearly. What I'm saying is, we hear more talk about racism when they're racially profiling immigrants than we did when they were doing stop and frisk and the 1994 crime bill against us. We've heard more pushback against that with immigrants than we have against the crime bill. I'm 35.
You first of all, sir, you was in diapers in '94. You was just starting the potty train.
It's still affecting my neighborhood. I'm from the west side of Atlanta.
I'm from the west side of Montgomery Ridge.
It affected my neighborhood. It affected my family members. My uncle
you being from the west side of Atlanta means nothing, sir. You can still get your ass whooped. It don't matter where you from.
Why are you trying to get gangsters, y'all? I don't fight women.
And so you keep hollering. I'm from the west side of Montgomery. I'm not sitting up here.
I'm telling you where I'm from because I'm telling you what was going on where I was.
And I've been in blue collar for over a decade. And this is what's so disgusting about what you're saying is because what you're saying is that Black people do not have the mental capacity to be greater than the system when we have proved time and time again to have beat this system that was never made for us.
Then why are we fighting for DEI?
And then you sitting up here as a 35. You are sitting up here as a 35-year-old man.
Right quick, man, so I can invite, bro. Can you super mod me so I can invite? Because I can't. I'm trying to invite somebody right now.
I just don't get it.
And you are sitting here as somebody who's 35 years old, and you trying to speak for grown people that have been grown in the 90s. and
Right,
lived
lovely,
through
you
the
said it.
94 crime bill.
That's how
Okay.
that's how
Yeah,
we
that
got
affected
here.
families. That affected my family, right? Yeah.
Hey, you
so I
know,
can speak on
hey,
it.
hey,
Get her
hey,
ass up
lovely.
here
That's
right
how
quick.
we got here. He convinced all those that was
Get your ass
disingenuous.
right on up here.
That's why we can't get no happenings on them e-files,
All
because
that chirping
all
she
these
doing.
folks that voted, that's talking about that 94 crime bill, they don't talk about the other part of that 94 crime bill. Keep your hands off them women. Protecting
Right.
them
That's
women.
the part that Joe
Yeah, that's
Biden
good
wrote
too.
in.
And they
I'm for the
rolling back.
crime bill.
Hold on, time out.
Then why are you arguing the crime bill if
Everything
you
that was
for
in
it?
that
Because they
crime
were talking
bill,
about how
everything
racist
that was
it was.
in that listen, everything that was in that crime bill protecting women, that man is trying to roll that shit back right now. That's what he trying to do. And y'all don't talk about that because y'all just want to keep y'all asses out of jail. You should keep them D-rugs out your pants and stay off them corners trying to possess people's lives with that poison. Y'all don't talk about that part because nobody put that shit in your hand. Nobody told y'all to go out there and stand on the corner. But y'all want to sit up here and talk about the 94 crime bill like somebody made you do it.
No,
you
I'm
should
glad
have
they
kept
did
your
it.
face
They
in the
need to do it
fucking
again.
books.
They need to do it
Because
again.
at the same time,
Because
at the same
This
time,
man
that
literally said the
94
94
crime
crime
bill
bill messed up
protected
black
our
families,
mothers.
affected his
affected my
family, but
family.
he's for it.
Affected my
Man,
family is what I
if
said.
anything, the 94 crime bill made your family better because it
Exactly.
kept your
Thank
mama
you.
safe.
Yeah.
It kept
1000%.
your
My Uncle
mother
CC
safe.
got out in the early 2000s. Correct.
You just contradicted your whole.
Yeah,
I
you
have a
guys just
dream.
talking about how
You
racist
just
it was.
said.
Everybody was saying,
That's
"Oh,
why I
well,
Did
beat that
anybody else
idea.
hear what
Have
the
a
fuck you
dream
just
speech
said, or
up.
am
you
I
voted for the crime bill so they
missing
could stop us.
something?
They could stop us on the color of our skin. They could stop and frisk us because we were black, right? But now people are saying that it's racist. They voted for this for us, right? But
We
now
didn't-
it's
we
a
didn't vote
racist
for
thing
stop
It was
because
and
we're doing
frisk.
it to
racist then,
immigrants.
and it's
That's all
racist
I was
now.
saying.
We didn't vote for stop and frisk. So the crime
We
bill
voted for the
initially meant.
1994 crime bill. The Black
I
Caucus
grew up.
did.
I grew up with this, right? So in Detroit, and I'm from Detroit, and the projects was the most dangerous city the world has ever known. And then in 1988 and 89, it was the most dangerous place that the world had ever known in any and all cities, to include Beirut and any other fucking city. So we actually needed that shit at the time. But when you start applying the parts, right, and the only part that Biden wrote was the part about violence against women. So I don't know why you would apply it. It was a bipartisan bill. Everybody voted for the shit. The people in the hood knew we needed the shit. And the only thing that came out of it is when they started doing the stop and frisk shit, it was a violation of our civil fucking rights.
Because they said
rights.
it was a racist thing that black people were being targeted because of the color of their skin. And what I'm saying is that happened. It happened for years. Hold on. What I'm saying is that happened for years before we saw anybody get out in the street and lose their life. And what I'm saying is right now people are being disingenuous because you're saying that they're stopping immigrants based off the color of their skin when they did the exact same thing to us. That's all I was saying.
Because a lot of people are being disingenuous because a lot of people don't understand how it's pushing back into our communities at the same time. Because not only, because a place like Florida, we run our ICE through our sheriff's department. That's who that ran through. So what that did, that sent funding to our sheriff's department. What that does, that increased the presence of the sheriff in my neighborhood. What is my neighborhood? Predominantly black, predominantly Spanish. So that's not good. Y'all voted against y'all own interests.
Not true.
But yes, it is true.
Yes,
because
it is.
at the same time, you know what that's doing? You taking away from my neighborhood and allowing these piss po ass bastards to come suck up the equity in my fucking neighborhood. And you're not even realizing that shit.
I'm taking away from whose neighborhood?
Buying these corporate
how am I taking away from your neighborhood?
How are you taking away from my equity because you're driving the labor out of my neighborhood? You're driving up the mortgages in my neighborhood. That's what you're doing. You're driving up the rent costs because you're leaving people without places to stay.
Wait, how's that driving up rent costs? How's that correlate?
Because do you not read, sir? Do you not?
Well, I know how supply and demand. Yeah, I do read.
Donald Trump walked back.
I've been very respectful to you, but that's the last one, okay? And I do read. Hold on 1 second, Tone. Hold on, let me respond to you because I understand how supply and demand works. And if you have supply and you have demand, right, and you have a greater supply than you have demand, then you're going to have a lower price, right? So if you have more people there, let's say 1,000 people were there, and let's say 500 of them were illegal and they got kicked out. Well, let's say that there were 800 houses available. Well, now guess what? That housing market just shrank. So those houses are not going to go up. They're not going to increase in value. They're probably not going to decrease either. But now we're not going to see things shoot up. So I don't know what this guy was talking about. I'm just trying to see how it correlates because I read.
What increased in 2025?
So why is a house in Tampa, Florida, that was 100? Why is a house that was 100? I bought my house for 168,000 5 years ago. Tell me, how is it damn near 300,000 this year? The price should not have gone.
Sure. What happened in your neighborhood?
The demand
because this is a great question.
They have inflated prices for no fucking reason.
No, this is a great question. Hold on. First of all, are you looking at your property evaluation
fees went up in Florida?
Are you looking at your property evaluation forms? Are you looking at the stuff because this is true. I used to work for the Harrison County Appraisal District, right? And so there are things that you can do, and there are things that
that's a 70% increase.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on, I'm just asking a question. Do you have a single family unit? Do you have a commercial unit? Is it
Mr.
What
CF,
happened? Were there more businesses? Was there a school that opened up?
Mr. CF,
did you put a burglar out? I mean,
can I explain this right quick? Can I explain this? Give me just a second. I can explain this, right? So when a conglomerate buys up a swath of property, right? They're not buying. So what it used to be is they used to have to wait 90 days, so that regular citizens could put in prices for homes, right? They could put in all their fucking bids before an agency had the opportunity to do so. So when the agency was able to buy up swaths of homes, right, and all kind of subdivisions and buy up all the empty houses, they would let the house sit and sit and sit, and then the demand would grow and grow and grow because they let all these fucking houses sit. And then when it came time to buy them, now when people buy them, they had to buy them at the inflated rate. It had nothing to do with supply and demand. It had to do with people not allowing the home to be sold or the property to be used for a certain amount of time, and that's when the increase
you are 1,000% correct. Thank you for being knowledgeable about that. But do you know what law was repealed that stopped that?
Forget his name. I
forgot. Glass-Steagall in 1999 under Bill Clinton. That's what allows corporations to come through and buy up houses and basically control the housing market. Glass-Steagall. It was repealed under Bill Clinton. And that's what led to those dumbass decisions that Bush made in the 2000s and our housing collapse in 2008. Both presidents did that.
Man, Florida's collapsing right now. I'm here. My MAGA neighbors is getting half haircuts. It's like $60. They're getting skinnier. I'm telling you, man, you ever seen a MAGA haircut? Like, how do you take an ID card off a layaway MAGA haircut? And it's beautiful because now this is a great transfer of wealth for the Democrats. We just looking and just sipping on Kool-Aid like, we told you so. They are hurting the houses.
Bro, if America loses,
the property insurance is up. The taxes is up. If you look at the ATMs, I went to New York City, right? ATM fee was $1.50. Down here in Florida is like $4 or $5.
Yeah, how much is the taxes in New York City versus Florida? How much of the property taxes in New York City versus Florida?
Costs in different areas in the MAGA states. I drove through Maryland. Even the construction vehicles looked happy.
How much of the property taxes in New York versus Florida?
It's cheaper.
It's cheaper?
Especially insurance. If you go outside of the city, it's cheaper.
How are you acting like you're rooting against MAGA? MAGA people are American.
I mean, MAGA messed themselves up, bro. They made Argentina great again, bro. They sent $40 billion out there. They messing with Iran. They kidnapping presidents. Like, it's bad.
Them MAGA trying real bad in Alabama. I'm gonna tell you, MAGA is
Greenland, they're about to try to go fight
laser
weapons and water balloons. It's gonna look
I'm
bad,
independent ultra MAGA though.
MAGA is the worst thing that's ever happened to the United States of America, right? It's by no stretch of the imagination. And when this thing is over, but what's going to happen is we're going to have this thing that's going to come.
The worst thing that happened to America.
No. MAGA, you are right. You are the worst thing that's ever happened.
I'm just glad we didn't get.
I'm
just glad we didn't get Kamala.
MAGAs aren't patriots.
When somebody says that, they don't know whether or not the president, right? So the president, that's a made up word, right? It's the president or the executive commander in chief, right? The grand protector of the Constitution. When somebody that is the grand protector of the Constitution says that they don't know about the constitutionality of protecting said document, which is the foundation of our fucking country, that's when that's not who said that. That's not who said that. Donald Trump said, I don't know if I'm responsible for the protection of the
Joe
Constitution
Biden
of
didn't know if
America.
he shit his pants.
I don't care about none of that shit, man. You're just talking outside of your motherfucking face.
Joe Biden
but what I'm
had a
talking
better
about is what
economy,
people
better
actually
stocks,
say.
better crypto, better everything.
Right.
Remember
So,
that.
so should,
Literally everything.
should the
I
president,
don't know about all that,
should the
though.
executive commander in chief, right? The executive commander in chief, the person that's responsible for the Constitution and its protection, say that
Your
they don't know
president,
whether or
Donald
not
Trump.
they should
Yeah, we
adhere.
know who he is.
No, he
But
shouldn't
fuck what
say
you're
that.
talking about, weirdo.
No, he shouldn't say
We
that.
know who the president is.
Well, he's acting like
Yeah,
I need to be
Keith
told.
is asking, should he say that? No, he shouldn't say that. There's a lot of things that Donald Trump shouldn't say.
Fucking serve this country, man. Don't tell me who the fuck the president is. I've served a few presidents.
Man, if you're a MAGA stripper, you are hearing coins thrown at you. You're going to therapy.
Bro, why? I mean, I haven't lost anything. As a matter of fact,
You
I've
guys
gained.
actually
What's
want
he
to
saying?
talk to
Hey,
Americans?
CF, you've been very respectful, man, and I was not speaking to you, CF.
I'm
at
just
all.
I know, man.
chilling.
I know. It's
So
all
respectful
good,
to you,
Keith.
man, and I appreciate you. Believe me, I do. No
Nah, for
worries.
sure. It's
I
all
appreciate you,
good,
man.
brother. It's
All
all
right.
good.
I mean, Reagan talked about make America great. You saw it happen after that bullshit. America got fucking worse. So don't come up here thinking that y'all on some new shit. And this
America
shit.
died in 1913 when we sold our country and we turned it into a corporation for a small collective of global elite.
And here comes some
Oh
more.
God, here comes the
Called reality.
And you motherfuckers was
Reality
the
can be
dumbest
hard.
employees ever. And
Yeah,
y'all
gotta
was the
fire one up
cheapest,
now.
most compliant employees ever. How about that?
Who's the y'all?
Y'all, look at your skin and look at mine. Motherfucker, what you mean, y'all?
What, it
Oh,
wraps
shit.
around my body at 360
I
degrees.
know.
What are you talking about?
Y'all very compliant and complicit. Y'all saw us getting our ass whooped and y'all motherfucking jumped in line real quick, shut your fucking mouths and did what you was motherfucking supposed
Bro,
to.
the United States of America was the
Man,
first
you
and only
motherfuckers
country to
been
stand
voting
up.
bad. You
for
motherfuckers been
slavery.
voting bad since the beginning of motherfucking time.
Where you been
Because
voting?
they've been
Want me tell you why that the United States
been
didn't stand up for slavery,
progressive
Baba?
since 18, motherfucker.
What
Who
does
you been
other
voting for?
countries do
Who
to
you been voting
traders,
for?
Baba? What does other countries do to traders in that time?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
what
I don't know
country?
the answer. I don't know.
They
Tell me.
unalived them. When the United States allowed the Confederates to live, they allowed the system of racism to continue.
That's it.
What do you think the United
I don't
States should
know.
have done? They should have walked every single
They should have
Confederate
unalived
to a
every
fucking
Confederate.
blast.
They should have unalived
They were-
every
they were black
Confederate for
Confederates.
betraying the United States of America.
They could have deported
They were
them
black
back to
Confederates too. I
European
mean,
places.
Yeah.
And they should have been unalived too.
nah,
Harriet
every-
Tubman couldn't take everybody.
Can I
I
ask
think
a
that
question
you're
without
a
being
product
like
of your.
muted?
I think that
and
you're a
chased out?
product of your environment for the
And you
for the,
and
for
you
the,
should
for the, for the,
unalive.
for the black people who owned slaves during the capitalistic time in our society. I can't even be mad at them. They were just doing what everybody else was doing
I
to
mean,
make some
have
money.
you ever
Right?
Have you ever
And you know
considered
what?
they
You
own-
know what? This
Yo, a good amount of them was just buying back their families though too.
We're sitting here having a conversation, me and Tony having a conversation with this white man up here. He just got to be the one Negro to throw in. Well, black people own slaves. That's
Oh
something
no, I wasn't saying
somebody
like
Yeah, I
that,
wasn't
that
even-
I
falls
wasn't saying
into
like I'm just saying there
white
was black people in the
supremacy to
Confederates
say.
too. That's all.
You ever
I'm
thought
not
about
trying to
the,
say that.
You
Some people
capping,
actually
you
would
capping for that
communicate
white
with
man on top
Hey,
of it.
No,
It's
I'm
not
just
gonna
letting you know
make
there
them
was black people
bring you
inside
to
the
the
Confederates.
table.
Hey,
I know
CF,
people in South
CF.
Carolina that fly that flag.
Hey,
proudly. That's
CF.
all.
CF, you ever
Yeah,
thought
that's
about the
Stockholm
reason we
syndrome,
own?
bro. That's
You
Stockholm
ever
syndrome.
thought
Yeah,
about the
get
reason
off
No,
that
we own
plantation.
Need therapy.
slaves?
I
You
did.
ever
I
thought
left.
about the reason we own slaves? That was the same reason the Buffalo Soldiers fought their wars, and the same reason they always trying to recruit an immigrant to go fight their war. You ever thought about that?
You know, I think the fact
They always exploit us and hold our survival against us.
yeah, they
We
exploit us until
always do it
we
out
start
of
exploiting
survival.
ourselves,
So-
right? Because when
right,
you
Yeah,
look
that's
at
what
it,
they did with the
when
Indians.
they exploit us
Fight
till
on
we
the
start
other
exploiting
side.
ourselves. Because when you look at it, right, you can say the
So we
same
had
way
these
that
slaves
the same way that we
because we had
own
access
slaves
to
back then
food.
is the same way that you see people selling poison. It's the same exact thing. We know that it's
Right.
a bad thing,
That was well said.
but we're just gonna make
He
some money
capping
to feed our
hard for this
family,
white
right?
man,
Hold on
boy.
a sec. Hold on a sec. CF, how many black people you think?
Hey, Lovely, do you hate me or something? What's the deal? Why you keep calling me white man?
I'm not sure. I know it's 5% of the
Are
country.
you
I
white?
don't know what percentage.
Yeah, I am white.
Are you a
That
man?
matter that much to you?
Are you a man?
So CF, if it was only
So I'm supposed to call
5%,
you black
just
woman?
think about it.
You
Just
can't.
think about it as
Doesn't
just think
that
about
feel
that
rude?
5%.
Isn't that against the point?
No, because I'm a
Act
black
like a white
woman.
man, Baba. Hold on
Yeah,
a
but
second.
I'm not
I
going to
was
address
talking.
you like that.
This is the host talking.
But you asked while I was having a
Don't get
conversation.
offended, man. If it don't apply, let it fly. Why you getting in your drawers about it?
I'm just asking. I think that's
But no,
important.
but
I
you
think
asked
that's
while I was
being really
having a
ignored.
conversation. You waited that long, and as soon as I started talking, you wanted to chime in. So aren't you just as rude as she is? Have some self-control.
I've actually appreciated you since I came in here. I wasn't meaning to talk over anybody. I literally just tried to ask her a question. I'm like, I think she keeps addressing me like that.
She's not. You just in your feelings. Don't worry about her, man. She's talking to somebody in the comments.
I don't have many feelings.
Well, that she apparently she
You very
back.
emotional right now.
I have attention. I
You
can
asked
point
me
my
because you called
attention.
me black woman. I said sure, and you got
I
upset
didn't
because I
call
said
you that. I asked you
you
if
got
that's
upset because I said if you want to call me the black woman, that's fine.
No. All right.
Yo,
Deal.
they losing a lot of money with them holidays now. Don't you see it? You gotta follow it. They losing a lot of money. They losing a lot of money with them
Hold on, let's
holidays
get back
now.
to CF real quick. CF said 5%. What you mean 5%?
It was
5% of the.
It was 0.17% of the population that were black that actually owned slaves. The rest
Yeah, I
of
was
it,
saying I was saying it was 5% of people that own slaves, not even black people, just 5% of the
No, it's like
population
less.
own slaves. I don't know what percentage of that was black.
We want to get this out.
I got you. And of that
You don't have a
5%
rough
that owned,
number of how
that
many
was
black people own slaves?
I do. I know the numbers.
That would mean
It's
that the
point-
ones that
because we want to
that
get this
would
out with
mean that
CF real
ones
quick.
that did have them had access to food and they were used for breeding. That's it.
That sounds
They
crazy.
left us in.
No, that's
they
not
left
true.
us in.
That's not
What
true.
you think we just? What you think we kept our own in enslavement just for the fuck of it?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I'm saying. I think that we do it now. Like we know that it's people in our neighborhoods who shouldn't be there.
Those
No,
slaves,
hold on, hear me out.
realize they're buying their
Hear me out.
Hold
Hear
on,
me out.
let this
These
man on
people-
top of me finish.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'm just saying we know that there's
Good
people
point.
inside of our neighborhoods. Tony spoke on it early. Like we disagree about a lot, but we probably agree on this. It's people selling poison inside of our neighborhood that shouldn't be there. Right? They shouldn't be doing that. It messes up their mindsets. It gives people addictions they shouldn't have. It puts people in prisons. It just shouldn't be. And the fact that they do that right now, knowing what it do to our neighborhood, I think they had the same mindset. Those type of people, the ones that do that, had that same mindset way back in slavery days. Like, okay,
Called
well, so
humanity.
what if it is, bad to my people? I'm gonna make some money for me.
I mean, why does it have to be bad? Why couldn't they why couldn't they do it for survival and have access to food?
And
because that's more than likely what they were doing it for.
Well, that's the excuses that they make for people now. They say that they're just trying to feed their
Yeah,
family.
but the government's created these forms of dope. Like they created ecstasy for
It
military
doesn't matter
soldiers.
what they created. It matters what we do with it. I got the privilege to have a driver's license the same way I got a privilege to hold a pew-pew. But if I go out and do something wrong with my car, I'm going to jail the same way. It don't matter what they give you. It matters what you do with it.
Like, ecstasy was created for World War II soldiers to make love to their wives, and then guess what? It got leaked. It got leaked by somebody in the government. True story. Yeah,
I believe that.
Hey,
I mean, I'm
Conscious,
just saying,
I wasn't
like-
trying to talk over you.
No, it's all good, man.
That white man still talking about that.
If I take you to a cliff, or if I put a cliff in front of you, and you decide to jump, who do we blame?
I would say you just take.
If I put a cliff in front of you and you decide to jump, who do we blame?
You for taking me to the
Oh damn!
Yeah, well, I
See, that's the mindset. That's the mindset.
If you're walking down the road, why was a cliff just put there where it was once a road? So we have to break down these things.
I'm just saying, man. They put a cliff in our neighborhood, and some people chose to jump off that cliff, and we see the effects of it. And I think that even though that cliff is there, we can't keep making the excuse to jump off the cliff. We gotta build a bridge. We gotta get parachutes. We gotta do something. But we can't keep making excuses for these people to do stuff in our impoverished neighborhoods because 83% of us live above the poverty line.
What if you
Hey,
partnered?
my brother, you ever seen ants during the flood? You know the ants would use each other, bro,
Go high.
and hold on to each other to cross the bridge. Imagine if we could do that.
They
Hey,
everybody
hold on.
else is
Zion,
doing
is
it.
you want to get in?
Everybody else is doing it. I mean, look,
Let
they just
Baba get in
had
first.
a
Let Baba
Turning
get
Point
in
USA
He ain't got nothing to
halftime
say.
Super Bowl for all the MAGA and all the white people and all the people like me that like country music and white people music. You know what I'm saying? They just had a Latin Super Bowl for the people that can understand that. You know what I'm saying? What happened for the black people on that night? Not a damn
Country
thing. We
music
sitting
is
there
What
actually
happened
black
last year,
people
like a
boys?
music, but
motherfucker.
okay.
Hold on,
Again.
CF. What happened last year? Who performed last year?
I ain't see that bullshit. I was just playing. It was Usher.
It was
What?
Did you
Kendrick
say
Lamar.
Usher?
Wasn't it Usher last year?
It was
No, man, it
Kendrick
was Kendrick
Lamar.
Lamar.
Kendrick?
Oh yeah.
He killed it last
I
year.
forgot about that
He
already.
was alive last year.
Bullshit.
Hey man, hold on, man.
You had an issue with Kendrick's performance?
Yeah, I ain't like that at all.
Hey y'all. Just
I
so
told you he
we
was
have
one of
just so we
those.
have proper context. Just I heard
Yeah, I ain't
that.
Because
like
he
it at
one
all.
of
Just for proper
those. That's
context,
why.
we have had
Anti-America.
9 Super Bowl. Nine Super Bowl productions where there have been people that have been center stage that were not citizens of the United States, to include a group called U2 and fucking like
But they spoke in English.
9 Super Bowls.
But they spoke
It doesn't
in English.
matter what language
And they didn't
it was.
say
Doesn't
vulgar
It was
matter a
things
from
on the
little bit.
another
stage.
country.
Yo,
They
who
didn't say
remember when
vulgar
Janet
things on the
Jackson
stage. This
nipple
man was
popped out?
cussing. Do you speak
Who
Spanish?
remember
Do
when
you know what
Janet
he
Jackson
said?
nipple popped out? What was y'all
Janet
doing?
Jackson was lit.
Man, I was
That
at
was
church,
trash when
man.
nipple popped out. Remember that?
This outrage in
Do you know the
2020
lyrics to Moscow
when
Mule?
Bad
Wait,
Bunny
hold on. If you
performed
don't
with
know the
Shakur.
language, how you
Why
gonna
weren't y'all this outraged then? That
Because
was not
nobody
Bad
was
Bunny's
saying
Super
these
Bowl.
vulgar things. They
That
were
was
saying
not
vulgar
his
things in
first
Spanish that
appearance
y'all
Hey,
can't
at
hold
even
the
on.
Super
If
understand.
you
Bowl.
don't know the language, how you know
What
they
did
was
Bad
vulgar?
Bunny
Bro, I
say
do
that was
speak
vulgar
Spanish. I
during the
speak
Super
fluent
Bowl?
Spanish,
Tell
bro. I
me.
make
Okay, when did he
Spanish
say
music.
that was vulgar in there? Hold on a second. He
It's
said
kind of
vulgar.
crazy.
So
If you
yeah,
go look up the English version, it's pretty wild.
yeah.
You think I'm gonna trust
Even when you,
MAGA looking up the English version of anything?
Did you say
well, I mean, I
MAGA?
speak Spanish,
It's
bro.
like
My
that's so
daughters,
derogatory.
my daughters have Spanish. I had to learn because when I first met my in-laws, they was like, "Oh, que onda pasa mierda?" And I'm like, "Oh, that sounds cool. Hey Siri,
You
what is que
married
onda?"
to a whole
I'm not married.
Spanish-speaking woman.
Thank you. I'm
Oh,
not
okay,
married.
you
Yeah,
created broken homes. I got you.
I'm an
So
independent.
you have Hispanic daughter, well, half Hispanic, biracial children, and you have an issue
You don't think that's
with
good for your
Bad
daughter?
Bunny get it on stage
See,
and basically saying he's at the Super Bowl because he never stopped
know.
believing
yes, because
in
my daughter
himself.
can understand what he said.
So
You don't
she
think
shouldn't.
that's
So
good
your
for your
sister
daughter?
shouldn't. Your
Hell
daughter
nah,
shouldn't believe in
not when he's
herself.
Not when
talking
he's
about.
saying what he said.
Do y'all know the lyrics to Monaco? Do you know the lyrics to Moscow Mule? Do y'all know the lyrics to these songs?
It's foul.
Yo, bro, the only one I understood was Tale. Tale. And I was like,
Oh, that's where what's his
That
name
okay.
came out.
But I think Kendrick one was better though.
And then he should be proud his daughters can actually, they're biracial, they can speak Spanish. And so they had a show that was catered to Spanish speaking
It was
people.
perversion.
And I should be proud. I should be proud. I should be proud
Are
that
here in
Megan Thee
America?
Stallion was twerking on the stage too,
CF,
right?
can I
Because
ask
you
you
can
a question? Do
understand.
you know how
You
many
can
Nobody
understand.
loved that.
What the fuck?
CF,
This
in
nigga got a
the Bible,
problem with black people.
No, I got a
you guys
problem
know
with
how many
He
degeneracy,
probably
bro.
don't even like his kids.
Degeneracy. That's all.
Hold on a sec. I'm curious. Do y'all know how many Spanish speaking people are here in this country?
A bunch.
Probably 100 million,
You telling me
A
they
shitload.
won Super Bowl?
40. That's a
I know
lot.
most of my entire area where I live has Spanish.
It almost sounds like 40 million.
Yeah, I believe it. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you telling me they couldn't get one Super Bowl? 40
Hell
million
no.
people?
No, his
No,
only
no.
point.
It almost sounds like 40
You gotta
million
think
other
this is a
people
business.
who've been
I mean, think
disenfranchised.
about this. The
Yeah, they can't get a Super Bowl where you gonna make it political with what we got going on right now.
It was a halftime show. Too.
Yeah,
and then we gotta think
I
this
watch
is a
football.
business.
I watch
think
football
about
for
this. The
football.
NFL made
Y'all making
Yeah, but
money.
what this
with all
was
this shit.
the highest one they had.
Money.
Every year it gets bigger and bigger
yeah,
because
it
they
was
know
hot.
controversy sells. Like
Bro,
y'all making them money with all
Bro,
this
what
shit.
if
It's still
what if
going on. Y'all making
Valentine's Day
money.
tomorrow, right? Valentine's Day tomorrow, and you
But
making love to your
Trump brought
girl,
it in
and she
there.
just pull out the Bible. What you gonna say?
White made it.
Because that's how I felt. That's how I feel when you bring politics inside of football. When I watch football, I'm watching football.
But Trump then brought it in there.
The other show.
The
Yeah.
right made an anti-halftime show. They brought in the politics.
No, they made America. They made a halftime show for America.
Think about what you
So,
just
so
said.
you're saying
though.
that
the show that
the other show
majority
is
of Americans
anti-America,
watch is
that the
anti.
majority of people watch.
Hold on,
That's
I gotta do
anti-America.
this.
You ain't see him sneaking
Think
through the
about
banana
what you
leaves.
just said, though. The show that the majority
Hey, man,
of
that-
Americans watch is anti-American.
Because they
Yo,
had more
can I say
promotion.
something real quick?
Khan, the representation of the place that he was America, right? You understand that the representation of what that was, all them trees and all them bananas and all the rest of them leaves, all that shit was a representation of America.
It looked like the
My
blueprint.
homegirl who's
It looked
black,
like
and
the
she kind
blueprint
of broke
across the
that
border.
down to me. She said the beginning of that
There was a lot of stuff
is indicating about how Puerto Rico was colonized, like them sugar canes where they were slaves and shit. I was like, oh damn, I didn't even like that.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of stuff like
anti-learning. I don't want
we gotta learn, and that's what's been so phenomenal to me. Well, I gotta learn Spanish. Well, why wouldn't you want to learn something new? Like it seems like we anti-learning. I don't want anything. No, it's got to be the
Right.
same.
I do learn
day
things
after
new.
day after day.
Look, you want to learn Spanish, bro? All you got to do is listen to Michael Jackson.
This is the only white
But I'm saying,
84
the
million.
majority of people don't even want to even think that it's something different outside of them.
It's something different, but how come they can't learn English though?
If you really see,
but why they can't learn English though?
You
They
learn
come here, they
Spanish
don't
in
want to
order
think
to
nothing
get some
different.
pussy, so what's the problem?
Why can't they learn English though?
You
We ain't
learn
learning.
Spanish because you laying next to a
Mucho
Spanish
bueno,
woman, so what's the
mucho
problem?
bueno.
When you go to China, they ain't speaking English.
You'll
They
learn
speaking
Spanish,
Mandarin.
you'll learn Spanish to fuck, but you got a problem with other people learning.
They
Yeah,
gotta
'cause
learn
they ain't
English to
learning
get through
English.
the
We
visa
should be able to
process,
speak to each
bro.
other
They
in both
have to learn
languages.
some English, bro.
Is China
to
a
get through the
melting
visa
pot of
process.
many different cultures,
But
sir?
most of those countries,
Nah,
I can't
China,
stand when people
you speaking
compare.
Mandarin in
I
China.
cannot
They don't
stand when
like
people compare the
like
United
those
States to
countries
any
speak
other
multiple
country.
languages.
We are
We
a
the only
melting pot.
1950
We
Most
are
of
a
those
our
countries
diverse.
speak English though.
Yeah,
It's
we
like
still
their
speak
second
English.
language. It's like those
China,
countries speak
Germany.
multiple languages.
Yes.
We the only 1950 motherfuckers feel like we only can speak one language and shit.
China,
Yo,
Germany,
conscious.
France. Yeah, they all
Hey, yo,
speak the
conscious.
second
Guess what
language
I
is
seen in
English.
New York,
Yes.
bro?
If you
In
don't know
September, I
English
went
in
up there,
America, it's disrespectful.
and we on the block playing
No,
music,
it's
right?
not.
Yo, we had to stop our music. We seen a Chinese man, like a 50-something years old, with a big cart collecting 3 big bags of cans, bro. We stopped that music, bro, to look at that man. I said, yo, this economy is finished. Because even the small hats look up to them people. Bro, they own the buildings. I'm telling you, in their Chinese stores, they don't even use chairs, bro. They squat next to a wall and they eat noodles, bro. And they'll serve you the best food. So
I ain't
This
gonna lie.
economy rules the world.
I'll agree with you on that
economy
part.
is ruins now, bro.
This economy rules the
We
world.
wasn't supposed to see that in Brooklyn. We wasn't. That shocked us, bro.
I dropped
so you
the
understand
yesterday,
why-
man. I don't make enough to retire my mama. My mama retired, but I don't make enough for her to just really live the life she want to live. And man, she told me that she been doing nanny work and her back hurt, man. That shit made me drop a tip. She in her 60s.
Mr. CF, Mr. CF, the white man just said that this economy runs the world. Now let's go ahead and tell you why the
The
economy
white
runs the
man.
world.
Hey, yo,
The-
listen
the
up,
white-
black man.
the-
I
the white
appreciate
man.
all you
I'm
guys,
good
and
with
I
that.
really
I'm
enjoy
perfectly
talking to
fine
you,
with
but
that.
I am
I'm good with being a
Oh,
black
see
man,
that.
and you can reference me that way whenever you feel. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Bro,
So-
like, this is the white
I
man
mean,
that's
why-
above you. Why are you
Why
Yeah,
can't
I'm
we
good
just
with
be
it.
calling
Americans
you
on
as
this
it
panel?
is, dude?
Why can't we just be Americans on this panel?
Well, when
I'm
I
not just
said it, 'cause
American. I'm a
he
black
had
woman
to-
too.
Yeah, I'm
Nah,
a black
I'm
man. and
American.
I'm
I'm
cool
just
with
dark
it,
skinned.
right? I don't
I
mind
mean,
it
like,
at all. I don't mind
I'm
it
not
at
gonna
all.
get
Not a
offended
bit.
if somebody says that white chick up there. Like seriously,
Yeah,
like what the
yeah.
fuck difference does it make? Ain't nobody being disrespectful in it.
Yeah, it's an accurate description. But the fact is, when you start talking about this, man, the reason why we run shit is because we're a consumerist fucking country. We don't produce anything more than anybody else. As a matter of fact, we're not even really that high on the list of fucking shit that we produce. No one wants our fucking cars in their country. The only thing that we do is we provide protection from people that are notional enemies at best. So that protection thing is what we're pretty much adherent to. We have 800 bases, and the moment those 800 bases are no longer available to us, we will no longer be the most powerful nation in the world, and we're fracturing those relationships every fucking day.
And they will always be
Now, who do
available
we
to
get
us
protection
because we have the
from?
strongest
Why?
military
Who
in the
coined the
world.
term
And we'll
protection?
continue to have the
The
strongest
mafia.
military.
The mafia coined the term protection.
Agree.
Remember
it's
that.
a racket. It's a racket.
Lucky
We are running
Luciano
a
and his
racket.
boys running the New York City port. World War II. Remember that.
We running a racket, bro. We running a racket right now. We done made up a bunch of fucking boogeymen. We have scared everybody into thinking that World War II is coming around again. And we're the motherfuckers that would start World War III. We are it. We're the boogeyman.
Well, hold on,
Are
though, because you
starting,
gotta look at it. Though.
You and I, you can attest to this. I mean, you and I are both veterans. I don't know how many other people up here on the panel are
I'm a
veterans.
combat veteran, battle tanks. Yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you.
nice.
Wow.
Okay, I was in Iraq in 03, brother. But anyway, so you can also agree with me here then. Like we are the ones that will literally go in. We will go in, we do what we do, we kick doors in, take what we want to take, and we leave the place worse off than what it was when we got there. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is. We fuck their worlds up.
I mean, but we do that to live the way we live in America, though. I can't say that I feel completely bad about it. I look at the embargoes. I see what's going on. And I can't say that we're
that, but like you say you can't feel completely bad about it, dude, but were you over there when it was happening? Like, were you the one that was sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, CF, we have Americans overseas, in other words, right? And when Trump first term, when he did the Muslim ban, right? I went to Germany and my guy was like, yo, things is messed up, blah, 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 this, that, and there. I was like, what are you talking about? I went over there to Germany. I was in Ginham, and I tried to get a doner kebab, like from our local Turkish dude, and the guy almost didn't serve me. He was like, you're Muslim, man. And I was like, this is, and then I understood, like, policies that happen in America really affect Americans overseas. I had to lie to the dude, and I said, Obama's still president for a few more weeks just to get 3 doner kebabs. And then I went upstairs to see my Army veteran guy. And I was like, yo, things crazy. And so I was, and another time I parked on a corner, like on the sidewalk. The German police side will let me do that. But because of the Muslim ban, he was like, I got to give you a ticket. And in Germany, when you get a ticket, you got to run to an ATM. They don't have a system over here where you get summons to court, blah, blah. You have it, you got it, or your car gets towed. That's their system. And I was like, wow. So, yeah, a lot of stuff. Yeah, was masu haben?
Oh, da yeah. Oh, shit. I got somebody to speak Turkish with. That's what's up.
Not Turkish.
I like
baby
German.
German. I speak baby German. So instead of saying dog, how you say dog in German?
That's just their hund.
I would say
their hund.
Yeah, I would say I would say baby dog. I'll purposely speak like a baby so I get more drinks from you in the bar.
That's what the fuck is
up,
man.
And I will wear bright yellow like Curious George teacher. Yeah.
So I speak German, man. That's what I do. So I got out of the military in 05, and so I only did one combat tour, but my nephew was overseas when that Muslim ban rolled down, and they had to keep them inside the wire, like literally inside the wire, and suspend missions for a solid almost month before they even started letting them barely go outside the wire at that point for security checks.
But why was there a
these
Muslim
bad
ban,
policies affects Americans overseas in bad ways.
But why was there a Muslim ban though?
Okay, so let me explain. I was working at the Center for Anti-Terrorism when this happened, right?
Because it was they put a ban on the countries that Obama had just sent everybody back to.
So let me go ahead and explain this, man. I was working at the Center for Anti-Terrorism when that first happened, man. And when it first took place, we had identified, and so the Center for Anti-Terrorism in the SA had already identified that out west, the greatest threat was not fucking people from the Middle East, but it was motherfuckers that look like them dudes in them red hats that are behind you. Right. And they had these compounds, and there was this thing called X Day. It was all this shit that they were supposed to be coming together and then attacking the fucking nation. So he, in order to get that off the Christian nationalists, he immediately went back to saying that we're under threat from the fucking Middle East again, when that was not the case. Now go check it. Go check and see what our national credible threat was immediately before, like the Center for Anti-Terrorism came out with that shit, and immediately afterwards he went to that shit. Once we identified the credible threat of the fucking white nationalist fucking Christian groups out west, he immediately launched a Muslim ban after that. Yep. Come on,
and
now,
who do we protect the most? The Middle East countries. Who do we protect the most? The Middle East countries. Think about that. Yep. Look at those SOFA agreements. Let's look it up.
So if we look up who Obama sent back, right? Because there was a policy where people were coming here through Europe and they were coming from Africa. He sent back a lot of people from the Muslim Brotherhood. We can
just go check
see that.
Man.
That's you can see that though. You can see the numbers that he sent. He sent back a lot of people from the Muslim Brotherhood. Right.
I'm just talking about when the credible threat came, right? The credible threat was the X Day from the Christian nationalists. 7 days later, right after we had identified that was a credible threat, he immediately launched on that bullshit about the fucking Muslim ban. Go check it. There's no way that's coincidental. No way. There was no threat. Nobody had launched anything. It hadn't happened around the world, right? They weren't attacking anything. Immediately after we identified this is the threat, he made that the threat. Go check. Just go check.
The Muslim ban, when that went into when that went active, because of exactly what Keith is saying, when that went active, that's when we started seeing the shit fucking kicking up overseas again. When that Muslim ban went live, that's when we started seeing the shit go down. But the thing is the rhetoric and the propaganda put it differently, and they didn't even acknowledge them red hat motherfuckers.
Yep.
That's not true. Like what we saw overseas from 2017 to 2020, we saw a lot of activity overseas, but we saw a lot of activity decrease, and we saw a withdrawal of troops, and we saw there wasn't a ramping up of violence in the Middle East.
That's what he's saying.
Exactly right.
That's what he's saying, sweetheart. Like he's saying that because there was not that shit going on in the Middle East, there was no reason for the Muslim ban.
He said, so what I said was that Obama had just sent them back. If you look up Obama Muslim Brotherhood, it'll show you how he deported a lot of people who were tied to that. And Trump put a travel ban on those same countries that he just sent them back to. It just sounds racist because of the way he said it. But if you look up the countries that they were from, those were the countries.
Well, actually, so the initial ban said that any and all, right? And I want you to listen to what he says now, the way it was written. So there's a version 1, right? Before he got to version 4, which is the one that he released. Version 1 said any and all persons tied to Islam, right? It did in any Islamic country, right? So he didn't say there was not the 7 countries, there was all. Right, so check version 1. It's right there in Congress.gov. You can go to WhiteHouse.gov or Congress.gov and look at version 1. He wanted all. He didn't say them 7 countries. He wasn't trying to do the same thing that Barack Obama did. He wanted all persons of Muslim descent banned from the United States of America. Just go look. Right, you ain't got to believe me. Just go check it. You can check it right now. Just go on the thing and go to Library of Congress.gov. Go ahead.
So right outside the area where Keith and I grew up at, right? Like now we didn't grow up together. We just know the areas where one another grew up at. But right outside the area is, and I don't know if it was, and I don't know if it still is, the largest Islamic or Muslim community in the United States. Yep, Dearborn is still that. Okay. So you had Dearborn. You had people literally that were going overseas visiting their families that could not come back here when that went live.
Yep.
Yeah, you had athletes.
I think that
athletes, prominent figures. Everybody was stuck.
Yeah, I understand, but I think that certain things have to happen for security. I think that there were certain things happening in our world around that time. Like guys, we were taking out these leaders. We did take out the leader for Al Qaeda and ISIS and all of these different groups. Like there was a lot of stuff happening, and I'm not saying that Islam is bad, but radical Islam was an issue at that time, and it's still a problem today.
Well, I mean, we kind of went after some leaders and we kind of took out some people with some influence, but I assure you, sweetheart.
The only one I don't agree with was Gaddafi. Yep. I don't know why we took out Gaddafi, but everybody,
we didn't do that. We let his country.
It was because of France. Because if they would have united their money backed by gold, it basically like the French government was like, yo, like this would mess up the euro. So
we're not doing that. Hey man, listen, I would never allow. Like, listen, dog. If I was one of the leaders of the world, that's one of the things I would never allow. I'm not gonna allow.
Yeah, that was a big mistake. Yeah,
I would never let you back the money with you. And you got all the gold in the fucking world, and you gonna fuck the rest of the economy of the world up, man, bitch, please. Hey, dog, I ain't gonna let that shit happen, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm sorry. I appreciate your flounder, but I'm going after the leader that's trying to do that shit too. You will not fuck the world's economy up. You will not do that shit. You will not. Sorry. That's my. Now there's the right wing in me that comes out from time to time, but I ain't doing that shit. I would have popped his ass too. Fuck that.
You know what? When you say it like that, I guess I understand why I'm right wing.
I mean, if you really think about it, can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So if y'all was really against going to war, y'all would have thought back to the classified documents, and you would acknowledge that it was a long time coming with Iran from back when he left office in 2021 when Joe Biden got what you think all those documents for? The documents that he had in the bathroom was war plans for Iran. And y'all just forget about that. Act like that shit don't even matter because they say they flooded the zones. They made y'all think about so much stuff that y'all can't think about the relevant shit that we need to be thinking about.
Didn't he tell us?
There's a second warship going to Iran, and you've seen Israel get straight up spanked, and Iran got a bunch of drones and this and that, so they could swarm you in different ways, like, and so we got a few months, so these guys are going to be unhinged because it's going to be a blue tsunami. So much Republicans are pissed that they getting skinnier now. That they're going to go blue. Elon crushed them. The DI cuts and everything, all that stuff is coming. The fouls and all that. Like, they got a few months. So
one thing I do remember growing up,
before the midterms, they're gonna go crazy.
I think a lot of us watch motherfucking Iron Eagle growing up, and Iran was a motherfucker in their movies. So I don't know what the fuck people got going on. Them motherfuckers ain't never been asleep, bro.
Yo, dog, that's the Persian Empire, bro. Like when I tell you Israel took a spanking, bro. Like how your stock market gets destroyed. How you pick a fight with somebody 1.5 the size times a Europe, bro, a Western Europe, bro. That's crazy.
That's some silly shit. It's fucking dumb.
It ain't make sense. Yeah. Then the U.S. got involved. Like we should have stood out that. We gave them their first nuclear thing as a gift for them helping the U.S. win World War II.
But the fact is, man, Donald Trump, he almost gave away 2 of these motherfuckers, man. The fact is, like, so he told these motherfuckers, right, you should never know where boomers are. No one should ever know where a boomer is. You should have no idea what coast it's off of, what part of the fucking ocean it's in. It has no defense. A boomer is, a nuke sub, right? You just have, no one should ever know where the fuck it's at. This stupid motherfucker said, we got 2 popped off the coast of this place. He said that shit out in front of every fucking body. Now these motherfuckers, and I never heard nobody do that shit. Not a president. Tell somebody what a boomer is.
Guess what Iran just said? They found a few unexploded GBU-57 bunker busters. And so Iran is like the king of like literally like reverse engineering some shit. You feel me? I mean, come on, bro. Come on, man.
It's just like as far as talking about where the boomers are, it's just like them rounding up all of the top brass from every every branch and every installation around the world and putting them all in one spot and then talking about it.
Yeah. Why the fuck would you tell them? Hey, here's all 800 motherfucking leaders. Here's all our military leaders. They're all in this one fucking building in Virginia so they can talk about haircuts and how fat their fucking bellies are.
I've never seen top brass body shame like that. To be honest with you, like these people got so much things to do in a command structure, they don't have time for that. There's real things going on. So that just showed like how horrible Pete Hegseth really was in the administration. Because Lloyd Austin was doing this, Biden wasn't doing that. You respect these leaders. These are real. Like, in other words, you actually hurt military morale that night.
Yeah,
I have never seen more top brass wanting to smoke the fuck out of someone as I did that night when it came to Hegseth.
They would have made them all sweat. Yeah, they're like a failed fucking agent is telling me how to fuck. Like, so the reason why we have generals is so that we can deploy troops, get them where they need to be, win the conflicts we need to win, and then bring those motherfuckers home. I don't give a fuck if you're 700 pounds and you can't get up out your fucking chair. Your job is not to be out on the front lines. We don't need no motherfucking patents anymore. We ain't doing that shit no more. I need you to command and control and do your fucking job. I don't give a fuck about how much you weigh or whether or not your fucking beard hair is too short. I don't fucking care.
And here's the thing too, Keith, and you can, and I'm sure Siding can also agree with this one as well. fucking, there are many times over when, well, I don't know about y'all, but when I was downrange, that, for example, I had a brother in my platoon. He was on the shaving profile, and I'll tell you right now, the fact that he had a beard probably saved our asses more times than I can fucking count.
You know how, but listen, whatever it is, don't make no difference. Right? The fact is, he's a war fighter. He was good at his job. Fuck it.
Yeah, but the question I'm asking is like in my, I was on battle tanks. I've never seen like who has the authority to put a general on a profile?
Oh my God.
That's what Hexep did. Like that's unheard of.
I've never seen no such.
This was like a different military. Like I never understood that.
This motherfucker, I don't even like to call him Major, honestly, because he got that after he was already out of any kind of active service of any capacity.
What? What he wasn't in when he got Major?
No, like he was already off of already off of reserve duty and shit. Like he was fucking like they gave it to him on his way out, basically is what they did. Like
okay, bro,
nah,
I can't say shit.
If you
I guess that's sergeant on my way out, so I can't say shit.
Man, I'm glad they let me keep my rocker on my way out, but like nonetheless, like that's all I got to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. If they didn't think they was gonna if they didn't think I was gonna stay for a minute, I wouldn't have ever picked up that thing. There ain't no fucking way. I was an asshole. I know I was an asshole. I was good at my fucking job, and that's the only reason.
I don't know, man. I just.
But that's back when, you know, being good at your job is what it took to fucking get rank. It wasn't fucking, dude, I don't know, man. I just,
I remember getting in trouble pinning myself. I remember getting in trouble for pinning myself. I'm like, I don't have time for this, man. I gotta get out. I gotta get out to another city in Germany. Like, he was like, what the F, man? Why? I said, man, I seen it. I pinned it, and we don't need to waste time, man. Like, just give me a box of MRE to go feed some of these dates and all that stuff, and then make them about my business. I got written up for that, bro. I got written up for that. I got an article from MRE in Germany, bro.
Yeah.
You go. All right, man. Be safe, bro.
Marines wasn't playing out. You see the crazy thing? Some of the Marine guys, some of the Marine guys that went to the Army, they always have Marine tattoos, bro. And I was like, yo, Marine guys we seen that went to the Army, they each had Marine tattoos, bro. And I was like, yo, like, what was y'all basic like? Very impactful. Marines really got a brother.
We do. We never, like, when you're a Marine, you're Marine for life. We don't get out. The oath never expires. We don't be like, I'm done with this. We never call ourselves E nothing. I'm not no E this. I'm a sergeant. I'm a staff sergeant. I'm a corporal. I'm a fucking gunny. Whatever the fuck. Yeah, it's different, man. It's only 100,000 of us at any given time. So it's kind of like being a Spartan, man. It's just only a few of us.
Just go over there and chill with the Marine battle tankers. The battle tanker, when I was at Fort Knox, it was cool to just go over there and chill with the Marine battle tankers. I was like, these dudes just like us, man. But I know they don't got their doctors and all that stuff. The Navy hold that over them and everything. But it was cool to see them guys, man.
Yeah, we try to stay the fuck away from the Navy if at all possible.
Yes, man.
As long as we can.
What's up?
What's going on?
Conscious.
Why you do me like that?
Why do you?
What's up?
I'm going on.
Why you do me like that?
Did I? Why do you like what?
Ain't no deep. You know you
Block me and everything else.
I remember doing that. Did I?
Ain't no DG. You know you.
I remember doing that. I blocked you? I thought you might have blocked me.
You what?
I remember doing that. I couldn't have blocked you. How you blocked me? I thought you might have blocked me. Was this a new account?
No.
Yeah, my other account got banned.
I couldn't have blocked you. How you find me? Well, what you
do?
This is a new account?
Yeah, my other account got banned.
The Democrats. Well, what you do? Yeah, she's
damn Democrats kept reporting my page.
Well, let me make sure.
You know what I'm talking about.
Democrats, yeah, she's. What was you doing for them to block your page? Well, let me make sure.
You know what I'm talking about.
You know how y'all be doing.
Look, I've never reported anybody's page.
You know how y'all be doing. Getting mad.
I've never reported anybody's page.
You as well, and I won't block this page. I promise. No
How
matter
you
how
been
much.
doing though?
I've been good. It's good to see you on here.
Yeah,
I won't block
yeah,
this
so you
page.
back
I
at
promise,
it.
no matter how mad.
Yeah, I gotta start over.
Well, thank you. And thank you for this gift, too.
Please,
So
everybody
you
in
back
the
at it.
chat, follow my friend.
Yeah, I got to start over. You know how that goes.
Please, everybody in the chat.
So what you think about your boy then?
I'm gonna say this too for anybody when y'all get reported and y'all on downtime.
Don't do
Yo,
it.
I'm gonna say this too, bro. I'm gonna say this too for anybody when y'all get reported and y'all on downtime. Don't announce that you on downtime because they can actually really gang up on you. So I've seen people get their pages banned, like they just had a little 3 days to do. They announced it and then they went back and people reported them more. And then they lost their pages.
Yeah, I gotta start over.
Oh, okay, well that done already happened.
Yep. They said I tried to appeal it, but I don't know.
I gotta start over.
And they couldn't even give me a reason why.
They said I tried to appeal it, but I don't know.
That's pretty simple.
And they couldn't even give me a reason why.
One of my other pages, I got a TikTok appeal going from December.
Pretty simple.
It still say pending. So on one of my other pages, I got a TikTok appeal going from December. It still say pending. So ain't nobody know.
What you think about your boy? You still down with Trump?
With who?
With Trump.
Think about your boy.
Even after what went on in Minnesota.
With who?
With Trump.
Oh, well, you know I am.
What happened?
In Minnesota.
Even after what went on in Minnesota.
That's fucking crazy.
What you mean? What happened?
In Minnesota.
What you referring to? The fraud? I mean, what?
No, the two we talking about ICE.
What are you referring to? The fraud? I mean, what?
No, the two we talking about ICE. You used to be an advocate for ICE.
Even after what happened?
Well, I think that we need ICE. We need
when they just took his
weapon. Even after what happened?
Alex Purdy.
Yeah, after the guy lost his Second Amendment rights, when they just took his weapon away from him and wasn't drawn like he had no second.
And Robin good.
In Minnesota, where you been? Oh yeah, you have been.
Well, I'm not saying I've.
Minnesota, where you been? Oh yeah, you have been.
Well, I'm not saying I can't say what happened. I wouldn't.
I mean, nobody. I don't think it's
that's
right
what
for anybody to
from the videos that I've seen. I mean, nobody. I don't think it's right for anybody's life to be taken out.
From him, yelled out, pew pew.
But I don't.
Especially in that way, though. If you look at it, like they took his stuff from him, yelled out, pew pew, and offloaded the brother. Like in the military, you can't do that to anybody in the back and all that stuff. That's crazy work, and that's like that right there. I believe shocked a lot of MAGA. To know that the government could like just take your thing from you, because when ICE went to North Carolina, it was different in the forest. They ran ICE out of them. Them people were paranoid from the government anyway. So when they went into North Carolina, it was on.
See, the one thing fighting that got me about that situation was the fact that after Alex Purdy got unalived like that, then it came out about, well, he had his pew at a protest, blah, 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 blah. Well, so did Kyle Rittenhouse, and he was a hero.
Well, it doesn't matter where you have it at, right? So the thing about it is, if you have a right as a citizen, it's something that's enumerated in the Constitution, right? There is no stupid time to have your rights that are enumerated in the Constitution. Well, he shouldn't have did this, or this wasn't the proper time. Your rights are your rights, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And there's no time where your rights are stupid.
All he was doing was picking up a lady that was
So anybody saying that,
he was a
nurse, to the United States.
treating other veterans is natural. All he was doing was picking up a lady that was pushed on the ground. He was a nurse treating other veterans. Is natural instinct. Somebody's pushed down, and ICE picked him up. Then next thing you know, he's maced. And after his mace, he's like trying to your eyes, you can't see, you can't breathe, all that. You got natural body reaction. The next thing you know, after that, he's on the floor with one of them taking his weapon, and then they offloaded it into him. And I'm like, damn, like
he wasn't just helping a woman up. He was out in the road hollering.
Constitutionally protected.
Yeah, that's constitutionally protected as well.
That's what?
Constitutionally protected. Even after
Why,
these
but why be it? But why do that? Why
because
can't
it's your
you
right.
do that?
It's your right under the Constitution of the United States to do whatever you want.
I
That's
understand
protected.
that. If he would have lived, I really think he probably would have been fired from his job if somebody would have got a hold of that video.
No one can fire you for anything that you do that is constitutionally protected.
He's a nurse, sir. It is a standard. My mother is a nurse. It's a standard.
I don't care what the nurse
Hold
is.
on.
I
She's
don't care what
supposed
the
to
job
hold
is.
herself to a certain standard, and that's every medical personnel.
In accordance
In
with
the
the
board, go
Constitution
read
of
the
the
board of
United
nursing.
States of America.
Go read the board of
The
nursing.
Constitution supersedes all documents that have ever been formed in the United States. The
When you are under the board of nursing,
ma'am, it's called the Supremacy Clause. Ma'am, it's called the Supremacy Clause. The Supremacy Clause. Read the Constitution. It's called the Supremacy Clause. It supersedes all, not some, not most, not within this particular context. All documents written in the United States, both federal, state, and local, supersedes all of it at all times. There is no such thing.
I'm not saying that what you're saying is a lie, but when you are working, it's for certain companies or whatever you may be doing. You have to hold yourself to a certain standard.
So it's my understanding that
Especially
the
being
board,
a nurse.
it's my understanding that the board of nursing has they don't prohibit you from protesting, but they do prohibit you from unprofessional behavior, like abandoning patients to go out and protest, abandoning patients to go out and protest, drinking or smug use, things like that. But what he was
If you're
doing,
acting up, I can go turn you in to the board of nursing.
right?
If
But
you're
he
doing
was,
Yeah, but he didn't have a big sign. He was a citizen. He didn't have a sign saying "Board of Nurses, come get me." He was just picking a lady up that was pushed on the head. That was it.
Well, sir, the video I seen, I just can't say that he was just picking up somebody.
well, there was the day before when he was out there protesting.
He could have been fired for that. When he kicked that vehicle, he could have been fired for that.
Right.
He could have got fired that when he kicked that vehicle.
That's I mean, there was that incident, but and that's why I truly believe that the following day when he was unalived was more retaliatory rather than reactionary.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I think they tracked him from that day because ICE has something to where they can take a picture of your license plate, and if they do that, you gotta be careful going with the cars out there. They can put you in a database to actually have you as like a little lower than like a domestic T person.
So again,
especially in the financial.
And this is what I
think this is a generally bad organization.
You do your job in the dead of night.
So again, what they told us is, and this is what I was told when I was you do your job in the dead of night so that the citizens might walk
at all costs.
Right, that's my job, to stay the fuck away from my citizens while I was doing my job. Right, at all costs. Right, so if we're gonna hunt terrorists and we're gonna run around and we never put our citizens in the line, and even if one of them gets in the line again, like it's your job to move around them because you're a servant of the people of the United States, and servants do not tell the bosses what the fuck to do. I don't know when the fuck that switched around. I don't know what happened. These dudes are not servants of the United States. They are fucking traitors and cowards, and I've served my people. And if I catch one of them out there acting against the Constitution, I'm gonna be the best Marine I can be.
I still take my oath.
You can believe that shit.
I catch one of them fucking around right now.
I mean, I still take my oath.
Just shell shocked, bro. I'm just shell shocked, bro.
Like I'm fucking around out there with my citizens.
Yo, bro, right now I'm just shell shocked, bro. I'm just shell shocked, bro. Like I'm trying to put myself in an alternate reality. Remember that stuff where you had like Pokemon Go years ago? You could look through little Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, you can catch them.
Yeah, okay. Okay, right now the economy is so bad. I'm trying to like put myself like in a metaverse thing.
Things is like it's getting bad, bro.
Not really as good. You know what I'm saying? Like, we might be walking around with headsets soon because things is like, it's getting bad, bro.
We do not need an agency that protects the country.
I just want to know why do people think that we do not need an agency that protects the country itself.
If that's what
Multiple different
then I think everybody
aspects, like
agree now.
as
But
trafficking.
if that's what they were doing, then I think everybody here can
That's what
agree
they
that.
do, ma'am.
But
That's what
okay,
they
but
do.
that's what their initial mission was. But that's not what they have been doing. What they have been doing, like literally, we
Why
had
were
that.
they were going to go arrest somebody that was seeing children when that man ended up getting unalive.
Unalived from ICE was under Obama.
Okay, the real question is like how much unalived from ICE was under Bush and let's say Biden. Like while they was president, like while they was president, ICE was actually doing their job. How much citizens?
Biden, Obama.
How much citizens was unalived under Bush, Biden, Obama versus Trump?
One citizen in 26 years.
This was an accident.
In 26 years, there's been one citizen that was, and this was an accident. So they were rushing to a scene and they actually hit a pedestrian that was crossing the road. That's the only one in 26 years outside of Trump's administration. One.
So between 2009 and 2016, between an estimated 59 and 67. So between 2009 and 2016, there was between an estimated 59 and 67 people who were unalived in ICE custody. And whether it was as a direct result of ICE or not is yet to be determined, or whatever the case may be. But the number is that of unalivedness in ICE custody has superseded that just in this last year alone.
But I was talking about
not even true, ma'am.
I was talking about
just talking about citizens and them like out on the streets. Like how much of these people
one citizen.
Has superseded these.
One citizen.
There have been quite a few.
And if it's one
In
against
26 years.
So
we got a problem. Based on numbers, we got a problem.
You gotta understand that natural.
So there have been quite a few people that have perished in ICE custody. So that 60 some during Obama.
Yeah, I wasn't talking.
Understand that natural death, natural unalive happens whether you're in jail or not.
Out on the street. That's what we're talking about.
I didn't. Yeah, I wasn't talking. I was only talking about citizens.
Agents, right? So when you're working for an agency, whether it be the FBI,
ICE contact with citizens out on the street. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, we don't contact. But I was only talking about citizens for an agency, whether it be the FBI, the NSA, whatever the fuck it is, right? Again, you do your work around the citizens, right? Your job is to protect them. So even if you neutralize even one in the performance of your duty, it means that you failed on the citizens, right? You all aspects of what you were trying to do, because your whole job is to protect the citizens. Even if they don't agree with you, if they don't like you, if they're screaming in your face, if they're spitting on you, none of that shit means anything. You're not a regular citizen anymore. You are not protected under the Constitution. You agree with you, no constitutional rights anymore. So when people say, well, they're just people, no, they're fucking not. That's nonsense. And they tell us that when you go fucking not. That's nonsense. And they tell us that when you go and you sign that fucking contract and you take that oath. You're not a regular citizen anymore. You're not protected. So stop acting like you have to get spit on when people spit on you. You have to be hollered at. You have to be screamed at. And you have to suck that shit up and say, I chose to be a servant to the people of the United States.
And they are getting
period.
What you said, spit
Okay,
on,
so you're saying it's okay if ICE is doing a job and they
get up and say, I chose to be a servant.
You didn't have a choice. What was your background? I'm sorry.
hit upside the head and stuff, they need to just take it, right?
I had no choice.
And when people didn't like us,
Okay, what do you mean you didn't have a choice? What was your background? I'm sorry.
And the fact
Fleet
is,
anti-terrorism and the Center for Anti-Terrorism. And when people didn't like us, because we went after people that weren't from the United States. And the fact is, our job was to...
So we go after people that,
no.
that actually
NSA.
were plotting against the United States. And it's a little more...
Center for Anti-Terrorism is under the NSA, right? So we go after people that actually were plotting against the United States. And it's a little more than immigration.
The United States. So it didn't matter. They could be domestic.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And generally, but we would go after American citizens too if they were plotting against the United States. So it didn't matter. They could be domestic, they could be foreign. But the fact is, if we had citizens that were looking at us and said, I don't like the way you're doing your job, and they decided they wanted to spit on me, right? I'm going to have to go ahead and eat that because I'm their servant. And I chose that job. I chose to be a servant. I'm not their overseer. I'm not their master. I'm here to serve them.
So somebody said in the
Nothing
comments,
more.
ICE only has 6 weeks of training.
That's not true.
47 days.
So somebody said in the comments, ICE only has 6 weeks of training. It should be like the military. Yeah, okay. If it's 3 weeks, that's worse. It should be like the military basic, where you at least have 4 months, because you're dealing with federal stuff across state lines.
Yeah, it's 1 month and 1 month, 2 weeks, and 2 days is what it all boils down to.
However, the part that you can't quote me
47 and 48 days, and they're getting ready to shorten it again due to whatever funding or something or another. And don't quote me on that part. However, the part that you can't quote me on is
they may be training for 6 months.
not that long now.
What? Maybe before this whole surge happened, but I assure you, it is not that long now. It is definitely
They
not
shortened
that
it
long
to
now.
47 days.
And the background take
47
4 to 6 weeks. I
president
mean,
dollars.
they do an extended background check. See, that's how you know people to be saying
But they-
stuff.
They
But
shortened it
don't,
to
though, because
47 days and out of the 47
background check is okay. So the background check.
exactly.
Yes, 47 days. It is exactly 47 days. And the background check. Okay, so the background check can take up to 3 weeks, 3 weeks to a month though. But so that's
Man, how long does it take to be a fireman?
They actually investigate you. They don't. You do the background check, and they get somebody to investigate you all that kind of stuff. That takes all of 4 weeks.
Are we completely dismissing the fact that ICE is actively recruiting in some minimum security prisons where people are about to be released?
they've recruited people.
on their record.
What
I
they
mean,
have,
Russia does the
Whether
same thing.
expunged,
according
whether
to the
they're
roster
expunged
now,
felonies,
they
or
have
whether
exactly
so they even
8,000
have 300
people
of them
that have felonies on
and I
their
hate
record.
to say this,
Whether
almost
expunged,
300
whether they're
J6 people.
expunged felonies, or whether so they even have 300 of them that used to. And I hate to say this, they got almost 300 J6 people who were forgiven.
I told you, a lot
I
of
did
them
not
is
know
Proud Boys.
this shit. I did
A lot.
not
I
know
been
this
knew that.
shit today.
Hey brother,
I did not know
God.
that until right now.
brother. A lot of the Triple K members too. Because guess what? You
300 of those motherfuckers, man.
You notice?
More of
Look,
them
you know.
Seeing less
More of them
Proud Boy
even applied though.
Hey, check
Even
this
more
out.
of them applied.
Exactly.
You notice how y'all seeing less Proud Boy protests, less Triple K protests. They're in ICE right now.
Exactly.
They're in
That's
ICE.
why.
Just follow
That's
the
why
number.
they
No,
have
we may
no
not be able to
problem
identify them.
in going and doing the shit that they're doing, and it's not affecting them
All
their
they
conscience.
fucking names, every fucking
Now, we may not be able to identify them, but we have the names. Right? We know all they fucking names. Every fucking J6er that actually is that was hired on from ICE. We know their fucking names. So there's a list of names, but you wouldn't be able to identify them because they wear masks and shit because they're a bunch of fucking cowards. So like that's some weird shit, but at least we know who the fuck they are. Because I hate traitors. I'm a United States Marine and I served this country. I served this country proudly, right? And I served it to make sure that traitors. Yeah, I'm a United States Marine before I went to the Center for Anti-Terrorism. I just don't like it when you allow a traitor who attacked my nation and try to enforce laws in my nation when you're an outlaw of my nation.
Sir.
God, to have J6 do that, bro, that really
they needed
embarrassing
the
America, bro.
What was it, the National Guard?
Go ahead, man.
Trump had asked Nancy Pelosi, did he need to call in? What was it, the National Guard?
Have that layer of protection.
Whatever.
Ma'am.
You said no.
Before something
You said
happens,
no.
it doesn't mean anything.
You're correct.
It means nothing.
Why not have that
Because-
layer of protection?
She doesn't
Ma'am,
have any
what you do before something happens doesn't mean
she's not the
right.
commander.
It means nothing.
It
Maybe
really
somebody.
does. It could have been prevented.
She doesn't have any military training. She doesn't. Right, so she can't be expected that she's not the commander in chief. She doesn't command any military forces. There is no person in Senate or Congress that can give any order to any military member at any time, not even a private. Not even once. Never has been. Not even once. So even if she did have the capacity, she still wouldn't have had the knowledge. Now, once it took place, it is incumbent upon only one person, the commander-in-chief, to ensure the sanctity and sovereignty of the nation. It is not up to Congress. It's not up to the Senate. It is the commander-in-chief and the Department of Defense. No one else.
Certification of election results. Period. It's never had to happen until J6 happened.
And we certainly would have never had a president that would tell people that well, you know what? I understand that you attacked our nation. But it's okay. We're going to put you in law enforcement.
It's just like Charlottesville. You know, when you have the white supremacists and that terroristic thing
It's just like Charlottesville. You know, when you had the white supremacists and that terroristic thing go down. Well, there's good people on both sides, Keith. There's good people on both sides.
That's some weird shit.
Always has been, right?
Never seen nothing
how
like
that
this,
works.
man. I've never seen a traitor. You know, I didn't think we'd have a traitor as president.
Shit, right? That's some weird shit.
He's not
Never seen nothing like this. I've never seen a I didn't think we'd have a traitorous president.
Not treasonous.
That's one thing I
committed treason.
He's not treasonous, though. He's not treasonous.
He's
People
treasonous
say
to the United
he's
States,
treasonous.
and he is
He's not.
subversive to the
He is not treasonous. He
but
has
he
not
is not
committed
treasonous.
treason. Right? He is a traitor to the United States, and he is subversive to the Constitution, but he is not treasonous. Right? And I want to make sure that we get that distinction, because treason has a penalty associated with it, and he cannot be held to account for that penalty. He cannot be. And I have to be fair. Got to be fair. He is not a treasonous president. That has to be a lie.
Yes, and so he's definitely a traitor that has definitely perpetuated a constitutional crisis. And the reason why we are seeing this ever-growing divide and chasm in our country between political parties, affiliations, racial divides, and tensions, the reason why we are seeing it further perpetrated is because he indulges.
He's always had money, but he's never had real power.
But I think he's never had real power before. I think he's always had money, but he's never had real power.
In one of those 38,000 times he was named in some certain files.
I think he's experienced what he considers power. In one of those 38,000 times he was named in some certain files.
I'm telling you, dude. When they had Bondi,
You know what? I think so.
For that
You
trial,
got your power with a little girl.
whenever it was. And what's his name?
Dude, when they had Bondi up there for that trial day before yesterday, whenever it was, and what's his name? I can't think of his name, but the congressman looked at her and said, "You are aware that Trump's name appears more in the files than the word God appears in the Bible, right?"
And I forgot about what was the other one was Harry Potter, right? Harry Potter.
Yes.
Yeah, Harry fucking Potter. More times than Harry Potter appears in Harry Potter. I ain't never seen this shit.
Big Red, come on up. Let's talk about it. You don't think so? You don't like? Did you read the files redacted, or are you just going off of the fact that Trump said he was exonerated or whatever of anything because of the files?
He just said that. He just arbitrarily said, "I'm good. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not associated with. I'm good. Don't worry about me."
Really?
There's nothing to see here, people.
It absolved Michael Wolff and Epstein were conspiring against me. Really? So Michael Wolff was conspiring against you, and your name was named like in the early '90s, mid '90s, early 2000s. Really?
Man,
it's just.
The fact is,
there's nothing showing Trump did anything wrong.
To make sure that we know this.
Man,
and I don't think that
it's a statistical impossibility, and I want you to make sure that we know this. I don't think that they're not really good with numbers, so they wouldn't know this.
For you to be in something.
The 36,000 times that it would be impossible. Impossible for you to be in something 36,000 times and having been around the same people with that many instances where you were with the people that did a certain event and not know that they committed the event or having taken part of it. Statistically impossible. 486 trillion to 1.
Okay, so Big Red, let me
he
ask you
was named by name by victims. He was named by name by victims, dude. Seriously, now let me ask you. Okay, so Big Red, let me ask you a question. Seriously, hold on, really quick. Hold on.
That Epstein did the things.
So you've got all these women. Do you believe the women when they say that the things happened? That Epstein did the things that he did, and former Prince Andrew did what he did.
Your ass up here.
You believe? I'm trying. He won't come up there. I told him to come up there. But like, do you believe the women? Do you believe the women when they say that Epstein did these things to them? and the international, heavy hitters did.
Epstein himself. Nobody
Do you believe these things? No, hold on. I'm asking you a question here. Do you believe the women when they say that they were victimized by Epstein himself? Nobody else. I'm not talking about no other names right now. Do you believe the women when they say that?
Answer the question, will you?
So
he can't be watching TV too much. He's listening.
God, Jesus, God. And you won't answer the question, will you?
The women. Okay,
but you can't be watching TV too much.
Believe the women when they say
it's a simple yes or no question. Do you believe the women? Okay, hold on. Do you believe the women when they say
Epstein
that
did to them?
Epstein victimized them, trafficked them, raped them. Do you believe the women when they say Epstein did that to them?
You say yes, he was convicted of it. So yes. So
you could draw something. So here's the problem. And I think that they're
the findings say yes, he was convicted of it. So yes. So okay, so the findings say yes. Because he was convicted of these crimes. So okay, so I'm going to take your answer as yes. So if you believe them in saying that, why won't you believe them when they name
it? Had a stellar career. He's been a good dude his whole motherfucking life. And one person said
now, if there was one incident, right? But this dude had a stellar career. He's been a good dude his whole motherfucking life. And one person said something. Hey, listen. Okay, you know what? May or may not. But by the time you get to 27 or 30 people, man, come on, man. It just seems so stupid. It just seems silly, right? One person says something against one other person. You take it with a grain of salt. 30 people say something about you, and they say it about you over 30 fucking years. Like, come on, man. The likelihood that you didn't do it is almost
zero. Question about that.
Sure.
Why was Epstein over here donating and sending money to the campaigns of the Democrats? And they accepting the money after they knew that he was a convicted ethnic.
Okay, so you're independent now.
Yeah, well, I'm a Republican.
I mean,
I'm not caping for Democrats either. I want the motherfuckers to get smacked. Yeah, get them all. Get their ass.
Okay, so you're independent now.
Yeah, well, I'm a Republican. I'm still a Republican, but yeah, if I catch a bunch of Democrats fucking around, man, forever underneath a granite fucking prison. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I went through.
Did you look at any of the files yourself on the, I think it's DOJ.gov, something where you can go type in?
Yeah, I'm going through it. Yeah, I went through. I didn't see all of it. I couldn't read that much.
I don't know. Trying to read them is like this.
I don't think I saw a lot of the redacted shit. I got a bunch of the redacted pages that are downloaded, but I don't have. I don't know. Trying to read them is like deciphering fucking hieroglyphics. That shit is, and then all of a sudden you have 44 words that are fucking blacked out, and you have the. I never seen nothing like that. It was almost like somebody just slapped me in the face and they fucking downloaded that shit.
I'm just trying to figure out why.
I was just wondering because I mean, I've seen a little bit of this, little bit of that.
Before he became president.
I'm just trying to figure out why people hate him so much, and they didn't hate him before he became president.
I didn't watch the show. I could care less.
We didn't care about it before
viewings. Maybe.
Well, I mean, you can't say that either.
On a daily basis,
I didn't watch the show. I could care less. Right, the show had medium viewings.
So it wasn't beloved. Right, it wasn't a beloved show.
Maybe 337 million people that would watch the show. So he wasn't beloved. Right? It wasn't a beloved show.
He had to be in something. He's a billionaire and he's the president of the United States.
Well, that would have been something that would be so the billionaire thing would come from investments and then hedging funds, right? So he would hedge against businesses and say that this business is probably going to fail at this time. I'm going to make the money off this business, and then when it goes, I see he has a gift to see it when it's about to decline, and he has a way of getting rid of it and then selling it for more than its value, and nothing's wrong with that. Right? There's nothing wrong with that. That is perfectly legal. I can't fault him for the shit. It's perfectly legal, and it's a good business strategy. And he had a knack for doing it. He had a knack, and that was good. Yeah, and he sold his name. He sold his name, and he did it well. So no doubt.
My only thing is, so he's had numerous cases where he was accused of some form of sexual misconduct, right? Every single one of them were dropped by the plaintiff, but settled for other allegations as long as the sexual misconduct or accusations were left out of it. Now, in 1994, he was accused by a 13-year-old girl of sexual assault and rape in a 1994 incident where she claimed she was at Epstein's Manhattan mansion and was promised a modeling contract, this, that, and the other, and that is where Trump had raped her and sexually assaulted her. The lawsuit was filed in 2016. She goes under the name of Jane Doe because, again, she was only 13 at the time of the accusation.
Okay, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, okay, so I'm looking at the case now.
You feel, wow, Baba.
Okay, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, okay, so I'm looking at the case now with that one. And it does, okay, so it was as long as, so there was agreement to settle as long as the intricate details were left out and the misconduct. Okay, yeah, there is a, okay, so there is a settlement for that.
Yep.
Against a 13-year-old child. Why the fuck would you pay a 13-year-old if you didn't do this?
Wow.
Exactly.
Bona fide settlement for that. I did not know that. I thought that was.
Yeah, that's no good. That's no good. Yeah, he paid her. Wow, there's a bona fide settlement for that. I did not know that. I thought that was. I thought they might have did that under the table, but they didn't. That was all above board. They paid her
Because it was
above
filed
board.
in 2016 along with the other federal shit.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so
Later refiled and dropped.
Yep. And it was dropped. And of course, you know, Trump's legal team was saying, oh, this is just to influence election results and blah, 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 blah. So you can imagine the pressure that poor chick was feeling at that time.
This is a felony in all 50 states, right? If you
Well, the one thing that I was looking at, and which was most incriminating, was, and this is a felony in all 50 states, right? If you go into a place where a young woman is in a state of undress, right? If you walk in there without being, whether you own this shit or whether you don't own it, none of that matters, right? It doesn't matter what your position is there. None of that shit matters. If you walk into a place where you suspect that a person is in a state of undress and you go in there while they're in a state of undress, it is a felony. It is a felony. It's a voyeurism law, and it's a federal voyeurism law. So he's admitted to that. Right? We know for a fact he said that he did that. And he laughed at it. Thought it was funny.
Without their permission.
So I don't know.
He's admitted to sexual assault when he says grabbing him by the JJ without their permission.
The way he said it was so
that, I mean, you know, and for some odd reason, he made that, the way he said it was so that, like, you could kind of think he was joking. Yeah, the way it sounds like he's kind of bragging or boasting or in jest. The other thing, right, when he talked about that other shit, he said, I actually did this, and then the people that he did it to said that he did it. Right, so he says he did it, they said he did it. And that's where the felony, like, you walk in on girls that are between age 15 and 17 in a dressing room, and you know that they're in a state of undress, and you do it more than once. Right, because I understand you made the mistake one time and did it, but he says, I do this, right? And the girl said that he did it over and over and over again. So when you admit to doing it and then the victim says you did it, then I guess we're pretty much done with it at that point. Whether you convicted or whether you still admitted to doing something that was
he admitted what now? I'm sorry.
He said that he was in the dressing room.
Donald Trump did. Yes, ma'am.
He admitted what now? I'm sorry.
He said that he walks in the dressing room while the girls are in a state of undress, and there's a federal voyeurism law. And I forget the number. I had to look it up a little while ago, and I didn't know there was a federal voyeurism law. But if you do it once, then they say that it could be an accident. But after the second or third time, then it becomes a felonious act, and the girls at these pageants said that he would do it over and over and over. Right? So he said that he did it. The girl said he did it. And once that happened, while he may not be able to be convicted because there's only a 5-year statute of limitations on it, he admitted to doing it. He admitted to violating a federal voyeurism act, and that's a felony. And it doesn't matter whether he's convicted or not. He said, I did it.
And you know, a lot of people from New York, from my business and things like that over the years, and almost everybody in New York that I've worked with have all had great disdain for Trump over what he did involving the Central Park 5.
Hold on. What's your name, sir, at the bottom?
Okay, yes. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, it says, this is something that we're talking about, but it says, yes,
Okay, yes. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, it says this is something that we were talking about a while ago, but it says yes, the training for ICE officers used to be significantly longer. In 2025 and early 2026, the training programs for the new ICE, whatever, it shortened it from the 4 to 5 months roughly to just 8 weeks. So yeah, I was wrong about that. But I know they used to train at least like 6 months. But they changed that.
Yeah, they used to. And honestly, I'll agree with you. When it was during that time frame, I think all of us on this panel will agree that we could support their effort. Because just like they were going after the literal worst of the worst. But
I had just got out the Marine Corps. Them motherfuckers, man. I was the anti-terrorism Marine, and them motherfuckers made me train for 8 more motherfucking months. I was like, you sorry bastard. I just left doing this shit. I've been doing this shit my whole motherfucking adult life. Y'all motherfuckers made me sit here for 8 more motherfucking months. Like, this is some bullshit. But you know what? I understand.
Comfort is the enemy of achievement. Wasn't that great that you got trained?
Well, I was actually an instructor while I was in the Marine Corps, but it's fine. I didn't mind. Right? It was so much. It was a lot of fun going through the training with a bunch of the guys that I had already served with. Was great. I loved it. I just didn't. I was ready to get out there in the field and start going after terrorists in a good, cool black uniform and all that shit. But it was cool.
I just want to say I left here a little bit ago, and I went around to a lot of chats, and there's not a single chat that talks like you guys talk. I actually appreciate
I'm not knocked out. Y'all can't hear me.
He on his P's and Q's, man. He stays on them, but he's probably not knocked out. That's why them fucking eyeballs are flying across.
Yeah, I don't think he's here.
Not knocked out. Y'all can't hear me.
I'm here. No, I didn't hear you, man. I couldn't hear you.
Is he here?
I was like, them eyeballs flying across this bitch. He's asleep now.
Yeah,
All right, good. I'm glad you hear me.
I'm here.
We've been reading.
So you've been hearing all this shit we've been talking. All right, good. I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad you're here. But we've been reasonable, man. We've been reasonable.
What are you guys on about?
Well, we were talking about whether or not so we got into the Katie Johnson thing, right? And me, I didn't know, right? So I thought that the settlement was under the table, but the settlement was actually out front. There was a real money wire transfer, and they made it all public and shit. But the other part we were talking about was when he said that he had gone into the pageants and was going to dressing rooms and all that shit. And I had to find out that there's a law. It's a federal voyeurism law.
I think you guys got I think people need to understand something. Donald Trump is a grandfather, bro. When you become a grandfather and you have and he has a great family. Like, if you can judge a man by anything, judge him by his family. That dude's got a great family, and he's a grandfather. You're out here acting like he's some pedophile. It's pretty wild.
So the BTK.
Again, when you brag, so if he had said that I made a mistake and did this, right, that would have been fine. I'd have been like, okay, you made a mistake, probably shouldn't have did it, don't do it again. But when you brag about doing that kind of shit, and you say that I had walked in on these girls in a state of undress, and I knew I was going to do it, and then the girl said he knew he was doing it, and then he laughs about having done it, that's when it's a problem.
And I knew I was going to do it, and then the girl said he knew he was doing it, and then he laughs about having done it. That's when it's a problem.
That's pretty insane.
I mean, yeah, that sounds insane. The way that you say that, and if you can frame it like that and prove that that's what happened, that's pretty insane.
That's not one of the.
Yeah, he said it. He didn't. That's not me. He said it. Not me. This is the exact words.
It sounds like they're manipulating the situation and the context would be everything there. Because, like, obviously,
it sounds like they're manipulating the situation, and then the context would be everything
really awkward. I don't know
because, like,
ever
obviously,
watched
if I'm running a pageant and I'm going around and I'm meeting contestants, yeah, that's really awkward. I don't know if anybody's ever watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Doesn't matter.
But there's an episode where Frank runs Teenage Beauties or something like that. Have you guys seen that? Doesn't matter.
You can look at a man's work.
I mean, it's pretty easy to create a context and create an argument that makes it seem like someone's pedophile, but you can look at a man's work and look at his family and realize that he's just not. If I'm Donald Trump, I don't need to be a shooter.
What about his family? Like his
what is that?
Bro, do you want to argue? I'm not going to sit here and act like.
Hey, Baba, you remember when they told, when he was running against Hillary and they said, say something nice about each other. And he said something nice about her, and then it took her a minute, but she was like, Trump has some very good kids. Like, his son, whichever one, she really bragged on his children. She really did.
Yeah, I mean, because it's the truth. I can look at reality and I can see it for what it is. It's the truth.
So you think? Let me ask you a question. You think Ivanka getting trade patents from China is a good job while working for the federal government, our government?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry. I
trade patents from China on official business.
When Ivanka was working for the federal government, our government, she got 7 trade patents from China while on official business for the government. Was that cool?
Working for the
no, that's pretty cooked.
You know what I'm saying? And then y'all trip over 100, but she was like literally working for the president.
Nah, it's pretty cooked.
You remember this engineer Kushner, her husband got $2 billion from the Saudi.
Huge grants that came along with it. If you have a valid,
yeah, I mean, as long as there wasn't like huge grants that came along with it, if you have a valid
like Scarface said, you're not good, you just know how to hide.
Did you want to hear the context of
I mean,
when he said
yeah, no, I hear you. There's definitely an argument against it.
Right, it's not something.
Did you want to hear the context?
There's no point in talking about that. Like, what
you want to hear the context?
are you trying to say that Donald Trump is a pedophile?
It's not something
What are you on about there? Like, what's the point you're trying to make? Are you trying to say that Donald Trump is a pedophile?
One of the contestants, Victoria Hughes.
That's crazy, bro.
New Mexico.
Well,
at what age? Okay.
One of the contestants, Victoria Hughes, Miss Teen New Mexico in 1997. She remembers Chaperone saying that we have a visitor and to get covered up.
There was one, but this is him bragging about it, right? It's not. I'm not worried about what this other person said, right? I'm listening to him, right? I'm just listening to Trump, right? He says this, right? Not something somebody else said.
Well,
not the
I mean,
context.
why can't we listen to what they said? They was there.
Yeah, and I mean, why can't you talk about what he said for 40 years?
Let's hear exactly what he said.
Why not listen to the person?
Yeah, all right, let's hear it. What do you got?
So that could be AI.
No, let's hear exactly what he's got. What do you got?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so now it doesn't say that. I'm sorry.
Bro, that doesn't even sound weird.
Oh my gosh. So so now
all
it
right,
doesn't
play that
sound
back.
weird.
I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back one more time. Let me go back. Okay, go back a little bit.
So this is I'm gonna find the entire
That didn't sound weird.
I haven't heard that. Wow. Okay, hold on. So this is I'm gonna find the entire conversation, but I found this part. Hold on.
It's kind of like saying Jeffrey Epstein called himself a PDO.
So that's just the one part. He says I get away.
That's misconstrued. Get out of here. That's horrible.
You just say that I walk.
Bro, the guy went to like Miss Universe pageants and stuff. Like, how are you gonna translate that into him talking about a little child?
Talking about the Miss USA pageants that we own.
Yeah, and he also frequented every single Miss Universe and every Miss America. That was his business.
He didn't own those children.
Yeah, but I doubt that clip that you just played was not talking about children. I just doubt it.
He only owned.
Why wasn't it talking about the Miss Universe?
Because he didn't own them. And he didn't go backstage. He couldn't go backstage.
Yeah, but he was on a mic.
He didn't know.
He was talking about that, and now you're taking that quote and you're placing it on his children.
Because he said that. I'm not talking about children. His children didn't have anything to do with it.
No, I'm saying the child pageant.
There's only one, right? So he said that I own the pageant, and I own the pageant, and I go and I see these incredible looking women, right? They're naked, and I kind of get away with it.
That was all he owned at the time.
Right? He said I own the pageant.
We can't have gone to
and he only owned the Miss Teen USA. That was all he owned at the time. That was it.
Imagine.
So he can't have gone.
So now I'm gonna ask you a crazy question.
There's like maybe you're in a different
imagine
and there's a different standard
a world where you're not, there's like maybe you're in a different country and there's a different standard of beauty, and at what point you can address beauty, or like, and what words does he need to say that a person's beautiful before it becomes perverse? If there's not action behind the words, like if he said that a woman is beautiful and he's addressing a child, which is crazy. But say he said that, what is the proper language that he should have said it to where it wouldn't feel like perverted and incriminating towards you? Like, what do you say that?
He could say and then not brag about walking into a dressing room when they're all fully unclothed.
That he was trying to go in there to cop a
I guess you're just describing that his intentions are like that he was trying to go in there to cop a piece or something.
Well, he just said I get away with it. He didn't say that I accidentally did it or I made a mistake and actually walked in. He said I get away with it.
I'm not getting away with that. Right? I said I accidentally walked in the dressing room.
I don't get away with something that I made a mistake. I'm not getting away with it. Right? I said I accidentally walked in the dressing room. I opened the bathroom door and I shouldn't open the. I won't open the wrong door. Right? I turn around and I walk out. I don't do that.
If I'm on a mic tonight, I'll say something really stupid. That dude's been on a mic for like 50 years, and there's a lot of ways to construe the context of what he's saying that can seem like horrifying. Do you feel an obligation at all to like respect that, or you just want to hold each and every word?
I speak more often than he's spoken in his entire life, right? I'm a teacher, so I speak all day long.
Who are you? Wait, hold up, bro. He's been talking since 1970. He's been on.
I do it every day for 12 hours a day.
Bro, he does it every day for 12 hours a day for 50 years.
He does not speak for 12 hours a day every day.
That's how he got elected president.
Maybe 2 hours.
He did not speak for 12 hours. He gives a speech. He gives a speech in front of people for maybe 1, maybe 2 hours, and it's not every day.
Hey, could we make like a reasonable bet in some fashion that he has spoken more than usual?
We're about 20 years different. Right? He's been giving dissertations since he was 43.
On CNN alone,
I've been teaching. I've been teaching
for said more than you've ever said.
I've been teaching for 27 years.
He said more than
Pretty dope. Nice.
Hey, I just got the full clip.
So no, he has not spoken.
On CNN alone, he said more than you've ever said.
Hey, I just got the full clip of that audio that you were talking about.
Go ahead.
Jesus Christ, you're so silly. You're so silly for saying that. That's pretty bizarre, bro.
Hold on.
A person that speaks 12 hours a day to children is different than somebody who gives
He has more responsibility than you would ever have. 1 minute of his life, he has more responsibility than you would ever have.
I didn't say
Howard Stern now making headlines. Trump talking about how he had free reign at his beauty pageants. I go backstage before a show. Everyone's getting dressed and ready, and I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. Is everyone okay?
He's not talking about kids. You guys are lying.
And so I said to get away with things like that. Today, a former Miss Arizona who calls herself a conservative going public in an interview with KCBS describing what she says happened backstage with Trump at a Miss USA pageant.
Our first introduction to him was when we were at the dress rehearsal and half naked changing into our bikinis.
Tasha Dixon.
There you go.
Yeah, that was an adult responding. That wasn't a child.
because she's an adult now.
No, bro.
Hey man, how? Okay, so she's 27. How old was she? How old would she have been? How old would she have been? Come on now. She's 27 years old now.
Bro, I'm not going to follow. I'm not following your conspiracy.
What was her name again?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You're conspiracy theorist.
I'm just counting years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
There's legitimate claims that you can make against this character. It's not that. The dude's not a pedophile. I just don't believe it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How old?
That was her. No, she just played
I'm
out.
literally not following
She
your
just said,
Well,
conspiracy.
sir, I'm trying to ask you what was her name.
argument, and you don't even know the girl's
That
name.
was her. No,
It's not my
I
argument.
forgot her name.
She just played
She
that.
just said how old she was.
Wrong person.
So go ahead.
This is your
yeah,
argument, and you don't even know the girl's name.
It's not my argument. She just played that, not me. Wrong person.
You gotta drop that.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
My argument back to make it.
Some more AI stuff.
You gotta drop
She'll be
that.
back
There's
in a minute.
like there's
She'll be back.
actually
Brian will
arguments
be back.
you can make it with. Oh, my
Some
bad.
more AI stuff.
The fact is,
I can't. You guys go on YouTube. Go on YouTube, look for, type in Trump, Howard Stern 2004, Miss USA. I promise
Okay,
you.
what about like all the women that were obsessed with Justin Bieber? Can we talk about? Can I make that analogy or that comparison?
Okay, what about like all the women that were obsessed with Justin Bieber? Can we talk about? Can I make that analogy or that comparison real quick?
he's not the leader of a nation.
I'm just asking the
I
question.
don't that, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you were a grown ass woman looking at a 12-year-old kid thinking that he was looking or whatever, that's fucking really sick.
Did that happen at large? Is that like a completely,
That woman was about to actually agree with that.
I don't know,
thing.
acceptable
I don't
thing?
know, man.
Was it
I
not?
think that would be some
That
sick
woman,
shit.
that woman was about to actually agree with that.
That would be some sick shit.
It's one thing
It
to
was
say
a real
that
thing.
a person is nice looking or that a child
But
is
I don't
beautiful
know
or
if
someone
grown
is
ass called women.
It's another
It's
thing
one
to
thing to say that like a person is nice looking or that a child is beautiful or someone is beautiful. It's another thing to act
women,
like. But to conflate the two, to say that he's at a beauty pageant addressing these women, which I actually think that you guys are like twisting up. Bro, are you gonna breathe over me and act like I'm fucking retarded as I speak?
You are.
Well, they're reaching a little bit.
As I literally sat here and listened to you, that's how you behave. That's great.
just admitted that that's what
Okay,
it's
so let's
doing.
not go after him for his breathing because you guys don't know what may be going on behind the scenes there. Let me
Just
say
said that
that.
he's doing
He
it
just
to mock.
admitted that that's what he's doing.
Right, but you don't know why.
You were breathing like that. I'm not mocking you. What the fuck?
He just said that he's doing it to mock
I'm
me.
gaslighted, man. I'm not mocking you.
What?
I'm
You weren't breathing
frustrated,
like that.
but
I'm not
mocking you.
What the
You
fuck?
weren't breathing
No.
that way.
Okay,
I'm
gaslight.
frustrated. I'm not mocking. I'm not
No,
mocking you. I'm frustrated, but I'm not mocking you. Like you weren't breathing.
Frustrated that I'm not just directly agreeing with everything that you say.
No. I'm that you failed to adhere to reality. Right? I counted the years back from how old the young lady was when you said it.
Bro, you're twisting
The man
context.
said-
You're acting
the
like
man-
what he said
years
about
are
a
not
Miss
constant.
Universe pageant is the same thing that he said about his child's pageant. The
He's
guy
never
is
been
not
backstage.
talking about children like
He
that.
has never been backstage in
you're
a
just
Miss
making
Universe
shit up.
pageant. He has never owned a Miss Universe pageant. He has never said he was backstage.
I certainly have not. If there's one person that fucking has, it's him. And then I bet you're taking that one quote when he was.
You just heard what he said, man. You heard the whole context.
He said I'm inspecting the pageant.
He said I
because
own the pageant. That's why
Such a
I
straw
went
man
back
over
and said
there.
I'm inspecting it. He said I'm inspecting the pageant because I own it. He only owned the Miss Teen USA pageant. The only one he owned was
This
Miss
ain't it.
USA.
This ain't it. You actually sound like really
You're a
on
Peter
point.
Protector, dude. You're a Peter Protector, dude. That's just
No,
crazy.
we're not. The man said
Yeah,
he
you clearly.
goes into inspect.
I don't walk in like, what? Do you think I walk
Okay,
in?
so if you know that people are in a state of undress,
business, you would inspect too.
I don't walk in.
I didn't say
What?
that.
You think I walk in? I own a trucking company. I don't walk in a female dressing room ever.
I didn't.
Ever.
I didn't say that. I said if you have business, you would expect what's going on as well.
I own the company and I don't go inside their trucks.
Nobody
ever.
has came out and said I sued him because he went in on my daughter. None of that.
Eight of the girls did it. What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Who
There are
was it?
8 lawsuits.
Name them.
Hold on, let me go ahead and get them this for you.
And they all stopped before they ever went criminal, and they just took a little bit of money.
Fucking lawsuits are active right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead, and I want you
There's
to
more money.
get your other device.
Just give us some names. Give us some names.
Get your other device right now.
Rachel Benavidez, Juliet Bryant.
You have so many arguments where you should
Alicia
make, and then you're making
Alicia
excuses
Aiden,
that-
Rachel Benavidez, Juliet Bryant,
First one is Alicia Harden.
Shantae
Let's go with that one first.
Come on now, let's do it.
Come on now. You asked me for the names. I got them.
First one is Alicia Arden.
I wouldn't
Let's go with
do
that
it.
one
Alicia
first.
Harden.
Come on now. You asked me for the names. I got them.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Harden.
Yeah, Alicia Arden. Bryant was an adult. ARD.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
Let
Harden.
me find out which other ones were.
The other one
What
was
about Barack Obama searching for hot dogs? What do you think about that?
let me find out which the other ones were. The other ones.
Hey, what about Barack Obama searching for hot dogs? What do you think about that?
I don't know anything
Alicia
about that.
Harding today.
You don't know nothing about that?
Alicia,
What the fuck are you talking about?
Alicia today is 56 years
He
old.
likes little boys.
Somebody accuse him?
Fine.
While he was in office, he
What
was
about
searching
that?
for little boys.
Is he the president of the United States
Okay,
right
so
now?
where do you
And-
see
he
this?
was-
Is
Show me
somebody
you
accusing him?
evidence.
While he was
Okay,
in
you
office,
statement.
he was searching for little boys.
Okay, so where do you
Like,
see
you
this
don't have your
evidence? Show me. I'm showing you evidence. I'm giving you statements.
Don't play like you don't have your research done.
Show me.
Ago, you had every bit of
What
evidence.
you talking about?
Point me in the
What
right
do you
direction.
do?
I don't know
You
the evidence.
think
I'm
you
fine.
Barack Obama
It's in
likes
the
hot
file.
dogs.
Point me in the right direction. I find the evidence. I'm good.
Barack Obama likes hot dogs. He needs
If Barack
25
is
hot
fucking with little
dogs
boys,
for tonight.
let's go ahead and sting his ass. Point me in the right direction. I'll pull that shit up too.
What do you think?
Go ahead and sting his ass. Point me in the right direction. I'll pull that shit up too. We get all the
No,
him and
you're-
Trump can
you're the
celebrate.
king of research.
If I'd known about it,
He said he
No,
allegation. Which one did I do? Which one did he? And he said he went in what little boy's dressing room?
What Donald Trump says.
You've got this
When did Obama?
Let's go by
10
what
times
Obama
over.
said. When did he? What dressing room
Right, so
did he
I'm
go in for
going by
little
what
boys?
Donald
What do you
Trump said.
call?
He went in, and so
Michelle
let's go by
Obama
what Obama said.
It doesn't matter. I don't care nothing about that. That's wrong.
What he calls Michelle Obama Michael.
Alicia
I
Like on a
Harden.
floor
don't
case.
care nothing about
Hey,
that. That's
Baba,
wrong.
Baba, hold on. I pulled up something with Alicia. Alicia Arden, a model and
has not
actress who
filed a lawsuit
accused Jeffrey
against
Epstein
Donald J.
of
Trump.
SA in 1997,
As an
has not
Epstein
filed
survivor,
a lawsuit
he has
against Donald J.
actively
Trump.
advocated for the release of the
Never will.
videos.
As an Epstein survivor,
My bad. That's
she
one.
has
That's one
actively
for the files.
advocated for the
Doesn't
release
make
of the
that false
evidence.
narrative, so you're gonna have to look up.
Oh,
the
I'm
next
sorry.
one.
My bad. That's one act
Let me
for
go
the
back.
file.
Let me
Excuse
go
me.
back.
That doesn't
Let me
fit
go
Keith
back.
Knox's narrative, so you're gonna have to look up the next one.
Let me
You
go
know
back.
what?
Let me
You
go
get 2
back.
dozen
So I got
hot
that one
dogs
off. Yeah, I'm off
for
right now.
tonight?
And that was one that's asking for the files. My
Hey,
bad.
Keith Knox.
Not the
You should
lawsuit.
probably go
You know
check
where I
where
can
it is
get
that
2
Peter
dozen hot
Protectors do
dogs
that for.
for tonight?
I don't know.
Harden
I
actually
don't know.
said,
You should probably
she
go check
actually
wherever it
said
is
she
that Peter
supports
Protectors do that for.
Arden,
Go with your
Arden
Peter
actually
Protector
said,
buddies.
hold on, she actually said she supports
He said she supports
Hey,
but
research
she believes
new.
that there's some kind of cover up with
she said she supports
Epstein and stuff. That's
and she
crazy.
believes that there's some kind of cover up with Epstein
Yeah,
and
he's gonna
stuff.
have to find one that fits his
That's
narrative.
Okay.
That was
Don't worry about it. I'll find the list. Don't worry about it.
But
Pretty good.
there's only a there's a
Yeah, he's gonna have to find one that fits his narrative. That was a bad one.
But there's only a very big long list.
Oh no, we got all night.
It's all right. It's all right.
great big
I'm
long.
still
Maybe be
here.
a little more selective next time. Like
Take your time.
dogs are better well done.
Try not to protect pedo so hard.
Just maybe be a little more selective next time. Like hot dogs are better well done.
Try not to protect Peter so hard.
They're a little bit
Try to
better
slide
well
off
done.
first.
All right, so we
Try
can
to
go with,
slide off
let me see.
It's
You
like
don't
try
just
not
take
to
it right out of the
so bad.
package. You gotta cook it.
That's it. All right, so
2016.
we can go with.
Do you want to tell her who website she should look it up on, or are you okay
have
with
Albert
that?
Johnson.
I don't care what she.
Do you want to tell her the
Yeah,
website
no
she
matter
should
where you
look
get
it
it
up
from.
on, or are
Obviously,
you okay with her
I
just
don't.
Google
That was
search?
made out.
I don't care what she does. It don't matter where you get it from.
Yeah, right.
Well, obviously, Katie Johnson, that was paid out. That was.
Oh, that one doesn't fit the narrative. Yeah.
He paid her.
It was paid. He paid.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so
Obviously,
that's
you know,
always
Donald
right.
Trump
Right, he
said
paid.
he
He paid.
assaulted her. Right, so I ain't gonna go with that one. Let's not go with this one.
Obviously,
I said
he assaulted her.
Okay,
Right,
but I
so
just
I
said
ain't gonna go with that one.
not
Girl's
Ivanka.
name's
I
Let's
said
not go with this one.
There's a K in there.
I said.
didn't say Ivanka.
Okay,
Her
but
name
I
is
just said
Ivana Trump.
not
Her name
Ivanka. I
is
said
Ivana
Ivana.
Trump.
I didn't say
No, no, no.
Ivanka.
I
Her name is Ivana Trump.
And there's oh my God, you are so misinformed. There's an Ivana Trump.
Is
and there's an
Ivana
Ivanka Trump.
Trump?
Do you not
Really?
know about that last
I know who
one?
Ivanka is, and there's a, oh my God, you are so misinformed. There's an Ivana Trump and there's an Ivanka Trump. Do you not
What
know
about that
people?
last girl? You just had her look up and you told me misinformed. That's crazy.
Okay. Oh, so that person wants the Epstein files, but he just didn't file a lawsuit.
I think I know Ivanka.
Yeah. There's an Ivana and there's an Ivanka Trump. Do you know who either one of those two ladies are? Can you distinguish the two?
I think I know Ivanka. Is the Ivana like the unspoken daughter or something like that?
Listen, man, listen, dog. Don't.
Never mind. Don't. Yeah, I'm not. That was dumb. This is
You asked a fucking question and then you asked.
It was.
that.
Listen, man. Listen, dog. Don't. Of course, that was stupid.
I mean, because she accused them of physical, domestic, or DV and
Yeah,
rape.
I don't give a shit about that. Why would I care about that?
Ironically enough,
Of course.
I mean, because she accused him of physical, domestic, DV, and
except for
rape.
the grape
How much
allegation.
did you make off of
Ironically
that?
enough,
Just like every other
she dropped.
person that come up.
She didn't. She
dead.
didn't drop anything except for the grape
But not limited
allegation.
to. Never mind. You know,
Under pressure, just like every other
he was
person that
held
come up,
civilly liable for the
including,
shit against E. Jean Carroll.
but not limited to.
And it was for digitally,
Hey, he was held
penetration, not,
civilly liable
I never
for
heard of
the shit against E. Jean Carroll. I mean, and it was for digitally, penetration, not using
I've never seen this kind of evil in the society.
I've never heard
Seems
this.
communicating well, but then like you're reverting.
I've never heard
to
this
some
before.
like
I've
bullshit.
never seen this before. I've never seen this kind of evil in the society.
You're
I've never
almost
seen this kind of evil.
communicating well, but then like you're reverting to just some like bullshit.
Study Donald Trump.
Every other
Dude,
second,
you're
like
taking for pedo
literally
protectors.
Okay, so
You're a
I'll tell you
pedo
what.
most
protector.
people
Okay, you know what?
don't
Let's just get
sit
off of
there
the
and
P3
study
thing for
Donald
a hot
Trump
minute.
all day
Okay?
long, and they don't
We
study
can-
politics all day long.
Okay,
It's
so
insane
I'll
the
tell
way
you
that
what.
you treat people that are trying to
Let's
communicate
just
with
get
you.
off
It's
of the
fucking
P3 thing for a hot
fuck all
minute
that,
here,
man.
okay?
Fuck you
We
too.
can,
Yeah, you are.
Fuck you
It's
too.
insane the way that you treat people that are trying to communicate with you. It's fucking
Your boy's a
disgusting.
hot dog
Yeah,
lover.
fuck all that.
Trash.
I don't
He's
fuck
not
you
my boy.
too.
I'm
How many hot dogs
Yeah,
do you
fuck
eat,
all
Fuck
Mom?
you.
I'm a hot
You're-
dog. I don't give a fuck
You're
about
trash.
You're a hot dog. You're
Deep
your boy's a
somebody.
hot
I
dog
don't give a
lover.
Trash.
None of them.
He's not my boy.
That's
I don't
what
give a
you're
fuck
How many hot
about
dogs
rock
do you
and bottom.
Raping
I'm a
for
Red hot
Republican. I
dog?
don't give a fuck
Telling
about none
people
of them.
that they're
Yeah,
You're
for
protecting
pizza.
somebody. I don't give a fuck about
Protecting.
none of them.
telling
Yeah,
a
you
You're
pedo
you're
insane
caping.
fucking
You're
flame.
caping for
You're
a
coming on here telling people that they're calling a person a pedo and then telling me that I'm a pedo protector.
Yeah,
When you
yeah, a
feel
motherfucker that
fucking
walks in on
insane.
little girls that are undressed as
That's
a
so
P3
fucking
deal.
insane that
Any
you say that.
motherfucker that walks in on little girls
And this
that
is
are
a
undressed as a
hypothetical here,
P3
okay? So
Calling me a
I have a
pedo protector. That's
I
so
have,
like, I
fucking
don't know. I
insane.
personally had
got a
a
question.
3-year-old
I got a
daughter
question.
who is
So,
non-verbal,
Disgusting.
special
and this
needs,
is
all
a
that fun stuff,
hypothetical
right?
here, okay? So I will admit
She'll be
that.
4 in March.
But,
Now,
like,
as a
I don't
mother
know
to
about
a
y'all, but
young
I
daughter,
personally have a 3-year-old
it
daughter
is my
who is
worst
nonverbal,
nightmare
really
that
special
she
needs, all that fun
encountered
stuff, right?
somebody like Epstein.
She'll be 4 in March.
Okay.
Now,
It
as
is,
a mother to a young daughter,
it will literally keep you
it is
awake at
my
night,
worst
especially
nightmare
with what's
that
going
she
on right now, right?
encounter somebody like
But let's just say,
Epstein.
hypothetically speaking,
Okay.
you have a young
It
daughter or
is,
a young niece or a young sister that
it will
comes to you
literally
and
keep you
says
awake at night,
that your best
especially with what's
friend,
going on right now,
your
right?
significant
But
other,
let's
your
just say,
somebody
hypothetically speaking,
touched
you
them
have a young daughter or a
inappropriately.
young niece or a
Are you
young
gonna believe them?
sister that comes to you and says that your best friend,
And you
your
have to look
significant
at
other,
it.
your somebody
You
touched
can
them
try. You
inappropriately.
can try to believe
Are you
them
gonna
and
believe them?
understand the situation. You know.
You would
I
try
mean,
to
you would have to
believe.
look at the.
I mean, like, what's the
You
question? You
would
just
try.
think that no
You
matter
would
what
try
a
to
child
believe them and
says, you
understand the
believe. Is
situation.
that the
You know.
answer that you want? Like, I
I
don't
would
get
give
the
them the benefit
Try
of the
to
doubt. Obviously, I'm not. Obviously, I would
I
call
mean,
them
like, what's the
if I
question?
would
You
like
just
to
think
try
that
and
no matter what a
let me
child says,
understand
you
them
believe.
things.
Is that the answer that you want?
What?
Like,
I
I
would
don't
give
get
them
that.
the benefit
That's
of
what
the
I'm
doubt. Obviously, I'm
saying.
not.
Just in
Obviously, I would
one
call
word.
for some
Like, you
Think
ain't
that
significant
would
right.
like
investigation,
trying to
medical,
believe them and
I
and
understand
apologize.
them?
That
Well,
was
the
not
other
my
guy's
honest.
calling me a fucking
do
pedo
what?
protector, so sorry
That's
for
what
a
I'm
little bit defensive.
saying.
Here's
Just
Oh,
in
this is
more
the reason why I'm
words.
bringing this
Like
up.
you
I
Okay,
would try to
misunderstood.
believe
Then
and
I
hear
understand.
me out
misunderstood.
here. This
I
is why I'm bringing this
apologize.
up,
That
right?
Well,
was
the other
my
guy's
mistake.
calling me a
If you had a
fucking
young
pedo
niece and you,
protector,
or
so
a young
sorry if I'm
daughter
a
or a
little
young
bit
sister,
So
defensive.
hell,
this is the
your
reason why I'm
best
bringing this
friend
up,
in the
because
world has a young daughter, right?
hear me out here. This
She
is why I'm
comes
bringing
around
this
and
up,
she
right?
says
Don't
that
mean
this
fuck.
If you had a young niece or a young daughter or young sister individual that was somebody very near and close to you, right? And she comes around and she says that this happened to her by this individual, and it was an individual that was somebody very near and dear and close to you.
Of Epstein's trafficking
is this man who is currently in the White House was named by victims and survivors of Epstein's trafficking ring, global ring.
I don't think Biden's
You can rebut, I promise, okay?
And you are willing to defend someone who would not piss on you on fire. In fact, I promise you, he would step on your neck to steal out his grandma's purse.
And you were willing to defend someone who would not piss on you on fire. In fact, I promise you, he would step on your neck to steal out his grandma's purse.
Oh, that was cute. Did that come from your heart?
To pickpocket a grandma.
Do what? No, that came from comments.
And you're willing to defend him and die on that fucking hill.
Give a shit.
You would step online to pickpocket a grandma, right?
His accusations and his name calling is fucking bizarre.
I don't give a shit. I'm talking to people online and you guys are just acting bizarre. His accusations and his name calling is fucking bizarre.
Being referred in generalization. Don't fucking do it to me, please.
I know that.
I was making reference to who he actually is.
Yeah, you can reference.
He doesn't like, the being referred in generalization, so don't fucking do it to me, please.
Bro, who is this guy?
I've been respectful.
You can reference
Did I say to you?
I don't respect you, but she does.
How do you say that? Am I saying that right?
Keith, yes.
Bro, who is this guy? Keith Knott? I'm gonna.
That's my real name.
How do you say that? Am I saying that right?
Keith.
Now the fact is, somebody, my little
Exactly,
girl.
Wanda. Whose name have you not seen in that? Obama? Biden? If Clinton's found
Now the fact is, somebody, my little girl.
Exactly, Wanda. Whose name have you not seen in that?
Obama?
Biden?
I don't give a fuck.
If Clinton's found complicit, I gotta arrest
They
his
ass.
ass. I don't give a shit who it is. It could have been Obama. It could have been Biden. I don't give a fuck. If you were named
I
the
mean, you
ass,
can't hang
you
around
held
somebody that's
accountable.
doing that kind of shit, because I think Clinton was there. Right? I believe Clinton was there. I believe him and Hillary. And the fact is,
I mean, you can't hang around somebody.
if you named in that motherfucker
because I think Clinton was there.
you ain't around somebody doing that
I
kind of
believe
fucking
him and
business
Hillary.
1,000 times. And
And the fact is, man, if you named in that motherfucker 1,000 times, you ain't around somebody doing that kind of fucking business 1,000 times. You don't know
Sir,
what the
just
fuck is
because
going on.
some
Stop
people
that.
honestly do
One of the
what
first
they
people ever to file a complaint against
It was 2004.
Epstein.
And he filed a complaint against Epstein. He tipped off the DA.
In 2005 or 6 or something. I literally don't follow 2004.
It was 2004.
When he filed a complaint against Epstein, he tipped off the DA or some kind of head government official.
Actually,
Any communication
we
between
checked that
Donald
out
Trump
already.
and the Department of
We
Justice or the
DOJ
FBI
and
were actually
That's just fake news.
Yeah, there is no record of any communication between Donald Trump and the Department of Justice or the FBI.
He
just released it.
To the DOJ, the Department of
Wait,
Justice,
isn't
and the
there
Federal Bureau of
literally
Investigation.
evidence that says that he did that, and you're acting like there's not?
Zero.
You're just gonna gaslight us?
Go to the DOJ, the Department of Justice, and the
Department of
Federal Bureau
Justice.
of Investigations.
None.
Right, you can check this yourself.
He did not
There
talk
is
to them.
zero evidence ever. Not me, the
No
Department of
gaslight.
Justice.
Just check it.
None. He did not talk to them.
If we're wrong, we'll admit it.
No
We have no
gaslight.
problem with that.
Just check it.
I'm good. I showed it to everybody.
Y'all been wrong tonight.
I haven't been wrong about anything except that
We're
young
wrong,
lady
we're
who
wrong,
didn't
we'll
file
admit it. We got no problem with that.
everything else I've been right about.
Good. I showed it to
Y'all
everybody.
been wrong
Said that he
tonight.
went inside
I haven't been wrong about anything except that young lady who
It
didn't
was
follow
certainly
the
paid.
Everything else I've been
It's
right
saying
about.
that
Katie Johnson,
I mean, I
yes.
do
He
know
certainly,
that.
he certainly said that he
I
went
didn't say he said
inside
that. I didn't say that out. I said he went inside
And it
girls'
was
dressing
found
She
that
certainly
he
paid.
We're in a state of
He
emergency.
didn't
certainly
say
paid
that
Katie
That's what I
he
said.
touched anybody
He repeated what
appropriately.
I
I
said.
didn't
He
say he
said
said
that he
that. I didn't
that
say
was the
that out.
event that
I said
occurred.
he went inside girls'
I
dressing
say
rooms
he
while
was
they were in a
held
state of
civilly
emergency.
liable
Right? That's what I
for
said. That's what he
misconduct
said.
with
He
Eugene Carroll.
repeated what I said. That he said that that was the
But that
event
is
that
true
occurred.
too.
He was
I
held
said he was
liable
held
for that.
civilly liable for
Let me find
misconduct
the
with
court case for
Eugene
Eugene
Carroll.
Carroll.
It was
So
SA.
Well, that is true
It
too.
was SA.
He
The
was
reason
That's a
held
court ruling.
liable for
rape
what?
is because it was considered
Let me find the
using
court case for
digital
Eugene Carroll.
It
digital
was
penetration.
So you have a court
Whereas
case.
It was
if you pull
SA.
on
The
grape,
reason
it
why
would
they
have
can't get him
to
on grape
be
is
using
because it was
the
considered
males.
using digital penetration,
Yeah.
Whereas to be full on great, they would have to be using the males.
Genitalia.
Yeah. To be considered great. It would have to be that kind of penetration for it to be great.
I know. I'm just making sure we have an actual court case number, so we have the docket number. So there's no, anybody can look it up.
Well, because, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just making sure we have an actual
under gag order. I could be wrong on that, but
there's no,
that's the last I heard. But again, I haven't really looked into
my understanding that it's under gag order. I could be wrong on that, but I
have a friend
that's the last I heard.
These cases than me.
But again, I haven't really looked into that aspect of certain hot fucking minute.
I have a friend that's real good with these cases. I'm trying to get him a link.
Well, people are looking that kind of thing up. I'm going to kind of, I guess, redirect the conversation a little bit. Don't worry about it. I got it. Yes.
Anyway,
So it's 23-793.
I guess redirect the conversation a little bit.
Don't worry about it. I got it. It's 23-793. CRR 20.
So that's the number of the trial, just in case. Oh, that's the E. Jean Carroll thing. That's right.
CORROL.
One more time. You said CORROL what?
So that's the number of the trial.
Oh, that's the E. Jean Carroll thing. That's right.
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah.
One more time. You said CORROL what?
CARROLL Trump. The case number is 23-793.
Yes.
2
Yes, it is.
Delta 2024.
So that's all the information that you would need for that case, right? It's all there.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So now I'm just gonna kind of
So that's all the information that you would need for that case. It's all there.
But what did he say? What'd you say?
Hey, Keith Knock likes pedos. He's a pedo protector.
Yeah, that's how that's bitch motherfuckers for you. They gonna be that.
What did he say? What did he say?
That was a fucking bitch ass move.
Yeah, that's bitch motherfuckers. Yeah, they gonna be that way.
That's the kind of shit I saw happening. That's the kind of shit I see happen in Iraq. They jump out from behind the bush and run away real fast.
Yeah, that's the
That was definitely a democratic move.
Well, somebody is pissed off. Oh no, that's just Michaela. It's time for her meds and her pump right now.
Well, somebody sounds upset.
No, she's not bad. That's her just stemming out.
Oh no, that's just Michaela. It's time for her meds and her pump right now.
Sometimes I get
no, she's not mad. That's her just stemming out.
All right.
Nobody should be this lady in the comment said she would type up Obama's name in the DOJ website if the Epstein
Nobody
said no.
This lady in the comments said she typed up Obama's name in the DOJ
nothing up there. It says no. It just tells you no.
And it said no.
If that name doesn't come up,
yeah. You do the word search. If there's nothing up there, it says no. It just says no. There's no if that name doesn't come up. But you could do a word search. I didn't know you could do that until like yesterday. Somebody told me to do a fucking word search with the motherfucker. And it'll tell you where the fucking name occurs, where the word is, how many times that motherfucker shows up.
That's Obama name pops up.
I'm going to go back and try it again. Or does not pop up. It didn't pop up the last time. And the unredacted, like they might even have
I'm gonna go back and try it again.
It's unredacted. So I don't know, but
it didn't pop up the last time
when I did the
like
word search.
it's so and the unredacted.
He's absolutely in there because I read one that said that he didn't.
So I don't know, but it didn't pop up before when I did the word search last time.
So he's absolutely in there because I heard one that said that he didn't even like. He does not like
was he named as being on the plane or at the island or any of those? Just in the file in general. But yeah, because him and Bush are cool.
On the plane or at the island or any of those.
No, just in the file. Just in the file in general. But yeah. Because him and Bush are cool. Like Obama and Bush are pretty cool. With Obama and Clinton. Nah, fucking frosty.
That ain't how that shit go.
You can see it. That shit is frosty. Him and George cool. Him and Bill. Democratic presidents would be like, nah.
Right?
That ain't how that shit go. That's not how it works.
Now she's pissed.
Yeah, him and George cool, but him and Bill, not so much.
Yeah, now it sounds like she's a little bit angry, man.
Now she's pissed.
Okay, yeah, now it sounds like she's
I can't find him. Okay, now it's giving me no reference to that shit. But this old ass phone, I had to probably try the computer for that shit. Probably, I'm sure to pop up there. I'm sure to show up somewhere. His name's got to be in there. All the fucking important people and no fucking President Obama's got to be there. Ain't no fucking way somebody didn't need to say his name in these months.
His name got to be files, though, did you see where the first major political head in the international community has officially been arrested in connection to?
Speaking of these files, though, did you see where the first major political head in the international community has officially been arrested in connection to those files?
No shit. No, hey, man, listen, if you think that motherfucker gonna sit there and let that shit go down all by his motherfucking self, you out your goddamn mind. You think he gonna tell lies? He tell every goddamn
Hey
thing.
man, listen, if you think that motherfucker gonna sit there and let that shit go down all by his motherfucking self, you out your goddamn mind. You think he ain't gonna tell lies? He say every goddamn thing.
Niggas ain't going down by themselves.
Interpol's gonna be fucking on soon, but then
Niggas ain't adore that fucking no, eating that shit alone.
Because you know she before she decided to cut the band because she knew she was gonna lose in her district. She was my representative. Anyway.
Because before she came out and because she knew she was going to lose in our district, she was my representative. But anyway, even she came out and she's not completely disavowing her relationship with Trump, but she's definitely scoping out that handle.
She frosty. Man, all the motherfuckers. I would have never thought that fucking MTG would have fucking. MTG just slipped all the way the fuck over.
Yeah.
Fuck out my face. I'm like, ooh, she went sideways. I wish you all the success in the world, but you just stay away from me. Like, all right, that's the best way to do it.
Do anything wrong, then why aren't you willing to release them?
She the one that she came out and said something along the lines
because she was doing all her shit out in front, like she was doing it out in
you didn't do anything wrong, then why aren't you willing to release them?
I remember her telling
because she was doing all this shit out in front, like she was doing it. I don't remember her saying that, but I remember her. I do remember her telling, like, saying that, like, yeah, I remember saying something close, but I don't know if it was exactly that. Let me see what she said, man. MTG on Epstein.
Okay, let's see what she got. Let's see what we got, man. Because I know she was flipping the fuck out, man. She was mad. Oh, she got a lot of videos saying, fuck this dude, man. Oh, if you ain't do nothing wrong. She got a lot of fucking statements saying, man, if you ain't do nothing wrong. Just release him. Just let him out. The American people want to see. Okay, yeah, she got a lot of them.
You ain't do nothing wrong. She got a lot of fucking statements saying that you ain't do nothing wrong.
She has one on CBS.
Just release him. Just let it out. The American people want to see. Okay, yeah, she got a lot of them.
She is everywhere doing that shit. She got her own fucking podcast.
She got one on CBS. She did one on
the Economic Times.
She got one on NBC. She is everywhere. She got her own fucking podcast saying that. She got one with the Economic Times.
I just can't believe,
I think it was on the View, and she said something along the lines of,
he's just gonna,
I just can't believe, I dedicated my life to this man and his policies and this, that, and the other. And
I thought she was
he's just gonna, do X, Y, Z, and
they let her on the motherfucking View.
From what I thought she was supposed to be one of the co-hosts at some point, kind of, but like that.
I'm looking at it. It's right here. It's right here. I'm looking at it. It's right there. It's right there. They let her ass on the View. I would have never thought that was.
I'm looking at it right here. I'm looking at it. It's right here. I'm looking at it. It's right. It's right.
She said that she had to unlearn things, and like she was brainwashed, and she admitted that.
About it. She said that she had to unlearn things, and like she was brainwashed, and she admitted
anybody and everybody else that is also victim in this shit.
I only hope that
she flipping the fuck out on Facebook about the redactions now. She got her own Facebook page about the redactions now. You mad about that shit too? Oh yeah, man. Marjorie Taylor Greene.
She flipping the fuck out on Facebook about the redactions. She got her own Facebook page about the redactions.
You seen this shit?
So she mad about that shit too. Oh yeah, man. Marjorie Taylor Greene ain't taking no shit.
Fuck out about that shit.
So it's good. Have you heard this shit, You seen this shit?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that.
About MTG flipping the fuck out about this.
Hey man, this is TL. What up?
No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that.
I didn't even know they let her on the View. That fucked me up. That MTG was on the fucking View. I was like, the leftist ass View that MTG come on. Fuck out of here. I never thought that shit.
Yeah, it looks like she
That
might be
shocked
going
the
that
shit
direction.
out of me.
I think MTG's kind of leaning a little left.
It looks like it looks like she might be going that direction.
I mean, if I were her and I fucking went full bore, balls out, like ride or die kind of to this motherfucker, and he's giving me what he goes to her. I'd go full bore, balls out, ride or die against his ass.
Sure enough, she right there. She on the motherfucking View.
Remind me what he did to her. I forgot about what that was.
Well, he got pissed at her for being
and she confronted him on it. And he got pissed at her.
Yeah.
And called her a traitor.
He got mad at her because she was calling for the release of the gubernatorial
candidacy away too. He took her gubernatorial senatorial candidacy away. He's called her a traitor. Fuck you going down that fucking.
And he took her gubernatorial candidacy away too. He took her gubernatorial senatorial candidacy.
I'm new to you guys here, so I'm TL and I'm a buddy of Jacob. You know, I
tell you what, man. I think because I'm new to you guys. I'm TL and I'm a buddy of Jacob.
Where is she from? Is that Georgia?
What if he's doing the right thing? What if he's making sure that the right person becomes governor?
So that's
where is she from? Is that Georgia?
Taking place.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is a congressperson from Georgia.
Okay, so Georgia. And so that's where all that shenanigans is taking place. And
the voter stuff out of there because they're trying to prove something about voter fraud or whatever that they never proved before.
Yeah, so I've been living down in Georgia for a while.
Stuff out of there because they're trying to prove something about voter fraud or whatever that they were never proved before.
Yeah, so I've been living down in Georgia for a while, and
they completely.
I tell you what.
That whole thing.
What if I could prove? What if they proved to us that they completely monkey-lated that whole thing?
I do have an answer for that. Again, I've been down in Georgia for a while.
Can I have
time now?
So I
do have an answer for that.
I love barbells.
Again, I've been down in Georgia for a while.
I love the bet nickel.
So this is what can I just make a prediction? And I love bar bets. So I bet a nickel. Anybody got a nickel? I bet a nickel. I love to bet a nickel. Okay. This is what I want to predict.
I want to predict that they're going to determine on the records that they just.
I want to predict that they're going to determine. They're going to determine
a couple of things, and this is going to be
from the records that they just
some Star Trek shit
FBI just raided. I predict they're going to determine.
I'm telling you, listen.
A couple of things, and this is going to be far-fetched now. This is some Star Trek shit I'm about to say here.
Hey, sometimes it be like that.
I'm telling you, listen.
They're going to find these voting machines.
I predict
they use there
that
completely plugged in.
They're going to find these voting machines that they use there were completely plugged in
they were just like
to the internet.
Really, for the people that wanted to change the votes and shit.
And
they've already released some stuff about it.
They were just like video games, really, for the people that wanted to change the votes and shit. And they've already released some stuff about it. And we
can't talk about this. We can't talk about this. I didn't know this was going on. We can't talk about that. We can't. We get shut down. We get shut down. Like TikTok go like this. It's not us. It's just TikTok go like this shit. The whole voting thing. Like any of that shit. Like TikTok.
I'll change my verbiage.
All right. Yeah. Make it sound like something different.
I use a code word. So Jimmy goes in the back of the cookie
moonshine shop, and yeah, it takes all the nickels out of the drawer and it puts them over here in this other drawer while nobody's looking. And then the next day they count the nickels in the real drawer, and there's not any nickels. But little Jimmy's got a new bicycle.
So do you have taken those tests that the scan contest that you had to fill in like the multiple choice?
You fill in the little dot thing for the pencil.
Right, and they send it in and it scans it and it tells you if you're dumb or smart or whatever, right?
Casino in Georgia. They took the winner and loser card.
They didn't take the machine. They didn't take the gambling machines from that casino in Georgia.
Is what's going on out here, right?
The winner and loser only from Georgia.
What was the company
the gambling machine controversy is what's going on out here right in Colorado.
Okay.
So, what was the company that did the gambling machine?
Fuck, man, I saw the lawsuit. They filed the lawsuit, man. What the fuck is the name of that?
Well, it was some guy named the last name of Tino. No,
it was some guy, which is not really that, by the name
it was some
which is
guy.
Tina.
Okay, it was some guy, which is not really that, by the name of Peters, which is technically Tina. Reverse, flip script and reverse that old
That person is in prison right now in Colorado.
Oh, I got it.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
That person is in prison right now in Colorado. Got sentenced to 9 years for messing with gambling machines. Because she let somebody come in and hook up a non-secure, privately owned external hard drive to the gambling machine.
That's what I would do. And it paid out dividends, motherfucker. And you got caught with it paying out dividends. That's what the fuck just happened. Your ass got caught.
That's really the way I would do it.
Dividends.
And well, now the president of the Gambling Association.
Unfortunately, the president of the Gambling Association doesn't have any
wants
authority
that person to get out of prison, and unfortunately, the president of the Gambling Association doesn't have any authority over municipal casinos. That's the best I can do.
Go back to work. You get all the skeletons.
No, I want to hear you. I think he likes you.
Oh, yeah, hold on a second.
Just ask Keith.
No, I want to hear you. I think he likes you. I think he'll actually respond.
What do you want to do?
Just ask Keith Knock. Keith Knock.
Give me a second.
Hey, Keith Knock, this is T.O.
I don't know what I said. Give me a stand by. Give me a second.
Does he respond to me? He's calling me. That's the last fucking thing.
I'll introduce myself. We'll go ahead.
He's a redneck.
Because he will not respond to me. He's calling me a killer. Like, bro, that's the last fucking thing. He won't hear me.
He's a redneck.
My name is T.O. Yes, sir.
All I'm doing is talk.
What's going on, brother? What you got?
My name is T.O.
Yes, sir.
Jacob wanted me to introduce myself.
I'm over here in Roswell, Arizona.
Actually, call me.
I'm in Columbus, Ohio, man.
So where you live, man? I'm over here in Roswell, Arizona.
I'm in Columbus, Ohio, man.
I'm from Delaware, just north of
All the way across.
Wait, hold up. Geek Knock. I'm back.
right outside
I'm from Columbus.
Columbus.
I'm from Delaware, just north of Columbus.
But I'm from
Yes, I'm right here in Pickett.
so I'm still wearing my fucking
Okay.
Right outside of Lynchburg. And I'm the same shit. All the same.
Love that. Yeah, great area.
But I'm from
Anyway, I just
I'm
walked
still
in.
wearing
I
my
just had the
fucking
most
block.
beautiful dinner.
Here's Tim. I just couldn't help
She's the most
it.
beautiful lady. Hey man, that's
Oh
fucking
man.
outstanding.
So anyway, I just walked in. I just had the
And
most
it was
beautiful
spectacular. Stop
dinner
this late shit. I'm not kidding you.
with this
That's
most beautiful
fucking
lady.
outstanding. I mean, you can't beat that with a stick. And if you hit plates with sticks, generally they break. So it's
And it was
generally an
spectacular.
accident.
Bobby
I
Flay
didn't
shit.
hit
I'm
plates
not
with
kidding.
sticks. But
I'm glad you had a great time. I mean, you can't beat that with a stick. And if you hit plates with sticks, generally they break. So it's. Wait a second. I've been away from my phone. I had my Bluetooth on. But I'm glad you had a great time. Whoever it is, I hope you had a good time together.
Wait a second. I've been away from my phone. I've had my Bluetooth on. Aren't you the guy that called Pete
the other guy. That's the other guy, man. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I apologize.
Yeah, that's a different guy, man. That's just the name of the guy.
What's going on, Tim? What did you want?
His name is like identical. That's confusing as shit.
It sounds completely different. But what's going on, Tim? What did you want to ask me?
My apologies.
Oh, we're fine.
You ask me anything. I just what I do for a hobby or for a living is watch, and then I write about it and I think about it, but I rarely talk.
You watch the news.
You watch what? I'm sorry, I missed the last part. You watch what?
Right. So I watch about international shipping.
You watch the news and then write about the news.
What's going on with the ports?
Right. So I watch about international shipping, where all the boats are, what's going on with the ports.
Interesting.
Understood.
And what's going on with different.
A lot of logistic stuff. Interesting. And then what's going on with.
That's about 1/30th of my interest.
Maritime lane shipping and production. I understand. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's about 1/30th of my interest.
Okay.
As an example.
So Jacob was going to ask you a
Sure.
That's pretty lucrative as far as
challenging
I'm
question.
understanding.
And I really don't know.
So Jacob wants me to ask you a controversial question or a challenging question, and I really don't know. I really know how to do that.
Sure.
So I mean, what are your hobbies, man? Let's just talk about. Let's get to know each other. I'm not trying to fucking think about it.
My hobbies is getting back to because
No worries.
so I'm getting cancer and I got
personally,
kind
right now.
So
My hobbies are getting
right
back
now I'm
to
working
because I
out
was
24 hours a day, 7
so
days.
I ended up getting
So I'll
cancer
get
and I
back to
got kind of small.
225
So
pounds.
in order to from right now I'm working out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I'll get back to 225 pounds.
How much? You pay 225?
I weigh 219 right now, but I got down to 130.
You used to roll it up to a deuce and a quarter. Remember those old
I'm an old motherfucker, man. I remember the Buick Electra, bro. I remember rolling that fucking yeah, man. Yeah, she was a Buick Electra, man. We had a blue one. My granddaddy had that.
One of my everybody's car, man.
Hey, I got a fun story for you.
Quarterback.
One of my buddies, dear buddies, he ended up being the star quarterback for the University of Minnesota, the Gophers, the Golden Gophers.
Oh yeah.
And his name was Greg Pelichuk. They called him Chuk. And he grew up.
Minneapolis,
He grew up there in the city, and he had offers.
Columbus.
No, that was in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
But he had offers from Navy and Army.
He was a big old boy, man. Quarterback, starting quarterback. So he got offers from Navy and Army and like Notre Dame and all that shit. But he stayed in town.
And he told the story. He grew up there in Minnesota and Minneapolis. He was a little kid in the neighborhood.
He told the story. He grew up there in Minnesota and Minneapolis. A little kid in the neighborhood, and there were some gangsters that ran around the neighborhood, and they all had deuce and quarters. It was huge hoods, and Chuk could throw a fucking ball, man. So they made snowballs, and they was him at these bushes and launch them at these big old cars. And he hit the hood of that deuce and a quarter.
Oh man, tell me he didn't.
Yeah, one guy stopped, got out, pulled a gun on him.
Oh no. What he did was.
Oh man, tell me he didn't. Oh, he didn't get him, did he?
Oh no! What he did was he told him not to throw his snowballs at him anymore.
Okay, that's a good thing. I'm about to say that. I hope, man.
No. Well, yeah, Chuk grew up to be a star at the local college.
Good.
I got
Where are you?
Ask us a tough question.
Yes, sir.
We're on the south side there.
Ask us like a tough question. Can you pretend like we're actually right versus left right now, and then you just present like a really tough question to the right?
I don't really have one currently.
No, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just anything
Sure.
that you think that you want to talk about that's like maybe diverting the lines of Americans right now. I think Tim might be able to represent the one congenially, and then you could represent opposition. Yeah.
So mostly I'm usually on kind of that side of the fence as a Marine, but when we started neutralizing boats in international water, man, I found that was a violation of maritime law. And what do you think about it?
So, that is a great question, and I ponder that all the time.
I'm gonna go get your mom to sleep with the kids, and I'm on my way there.
So, number one, I mean, not in any particular order. Okay, I'm not ranking. I'm just kind of rattling here. The United States really, while we do take territory, we really don't take territory. And I don't think we're trying to do that now. I think we're trying to protect territory and trying to cut out a bunch of bullshit. And I believe, which I think we should puff our chests up when we say this, that we are the only rascals on the planet that can even come close to exerting that kind of position. And, we're not out there shooting a bunch of fucking gangsters. But I tell you what, these gangsters kind of, they're getting pretty smart, and they're pretty smart, and they're not playing clean pool. So I get just out there kind of lollygagging and paying attention. And then we got these guys so nutted down. We listen to every phone call thing that's getting made. And it's really good for we're not killing them. We're just out there protecting them. And it's really good for the business. When all those people, the shipping aspect of it, they should have blown up ships for years. And it cost the world a fortune. So they're just blowing up ships. They should have blown up ships. I watched the shipping. I think I introduced that with myself.
Sure. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
By ice right now.
What did you say? Hold on, you guys. Hold on. What's that?
I need to go downstairs and save the kids, please. Michael's hemmed up by ice right now.
Hey, Bionic, go handle that shit. All right.
He's on the south side of the city.
Go handle that.
No,
Hey, go handle that. Hey, Bionic, go handle that shit. All right.
Hey, I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go. I'll talk to you.
Go handle that. Yo, hey, Bionic, you got the number. Call me when you're done. Hey, I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go. I'll talk to y'all.
Wait.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Keith, please.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Hey, y'all, I gotta go. I gotta help my people out right quick. Hold on, man. I got you, man.
Come back. You coming back?
Yes, I will. I can't. I won't be able to tonight, but I'll see you guys again.
I think you articulated that really well.
Good night, gentlemen.
I wanted to hear it. He's actually really articulate.
Dang, that sucks. I think you articulated that really well. And then I wanted to hear it. He's actually really articulate and was addressing everything that I said. So I wanted to hear. No,
Alright, see you
not
guys.
at all.
I don't think anybody else is in here. Yeah, I guess everybody left.
All right, see you guys. I don't think anybody else is in here. Yeah, I guess everybody left. That guy was.
Well, what's your point?
My point is, R. Kelly actually sung what he's going through. Luther Vandross wasn't going through nothing. R. Kelly, Heaven I Need a Hug.
How do you know that he wasn't going through nothing?
Oh, I do like Heaven I Need a Hug.
Heaven I Need a Hug.
Man,
R.
fuck
Kelly,
all that shit, man. Charlie
But
Wilson.
R. Kelly,
what makes you think that he wasn't going through nothing?
R. Kelly
Charlie
lyrics is
Wilson,
more
fuck
realer.
all that.
Listen. Let me sing R. Kelly verse to you. Let me sing R. Kelly verse to you then. Ever since this money come, it's been nothing but stress. Y'all don't see the inside of my happiness. Y'all look at me and say, oh boy, he's been blessed. R. Kelly was really singing about what he going through. Luther Vandross don't have no spiritual songs.
Are you serious?
Name one
Young
thing
Leader.
Luther
And
Vandross.
then when he hit on a Young Leader, when he hit him with that I wish.
Listen,
I wish. Come on,
Luther
man. They
Vandross was
tripping.
going through a whole lot because he was DL. First
Come on,
of all,
man.
he was
Listen,
DL,
man.
and he
Listen,
didn't want to
man.
come out. He didn't want to come out, right?
R. Kelly,
Can we agree
you
on
talking
that?
about? Listen,
Tangees, I thought you were saying he was going through a lot because his curl wouldn't take.
Yeah,
Listen,
it didn't quite curl.
listen.
It
R.
didn't
Kelly,
Activator wouldn't activate.
R. Kelly. The thing, the difference between Luther Vandross and R. Kelly.
It
R.
wouldn't
Kelly.
quite activate.
R. Kelly. Hold on.
Yelling over each other. Just calm down.
Who could make a song?
Luther Vandross don't have no spiritual songs.
He don't have no spiritual songs compared to R. Kelly.
Did. Yes, he
R.
did.
Kelly got more gospel songs and more spiritual songs.
Bro, he gonna listen to Luther Vandross's spiritual songs. Are you serious?
Okay, you looking up, but we don't know nothing about them. They was garbage.
Garbage? What are you
Sing
talking
one
about?
of them.
It was garbage.
Sing one of them. Right now, you don't even know a spiritual song by Luther Vandross.
It was one that he
Just because he got
sung with the
spiritual songs,
Wayans.
we never knew that
Hold on.
garbage.
It was a song that he sung
Man,
with the Wayans.
Hold on.
How many Luther Vandross songs people sung at their graduation?
Just hold on. Stop talking over it. You never heard this song?
You laughing and shit.
What the heck?
All you gotta do is listen. If I'm playing a song, I'm playing it for a reason.
The impossible dream. The unbeatable force. With unbearable sorrow. And to where the brave dare not go. And to the unrightable wrong. And to love your anxious from afar.
You should have never made it. Hey, bro, how long you gonna play it? We hear it. We finna go to sleep already. We finna go to sleep. How long you gonna play it? Give it like a minute or two. Can I play something? That's garbage. You see people laughing? You actually finna put people to sleep. Can I play some R. Kelly now? Did you be fair? Let's be fair about this. Let me play some R. Kelly.
We falling asleep, Disco. Shit.
Yeah, he's selfish. He's selfish. He on this platform.
Y'all don't hear the lyrics.
So first of all,
He's selfish.
For you to say that R. Kelly has more spiritual songs than Luther Vandross,
That's
you
a lie.
obviously don't know Luther Vandross.
Okay, can I play an R. Kelly song?
Hey, that's
You can play an R.
Hey,
Listen, bro. You all
don't give a
listen.
fuck.
You can do that.
Yeah,
You can play an
Desco
R.
just played that garbage. He just played some
Right.
garbage.
That wasn't
You ain't gonna let
garbage.
me play no R.
Hey,
Kelly.
Desco don't give a fuck.
Can I play some R. Kelly?
Let's go say this is my live.
Can I play some R. Kelly?
Bro, I said you could play it. I don't know why you come on my live and do that. You do it every rip, bro. I don't get down like that. You can play the R. Kelly.
Okay, here you go.
Because you don't know Luther Vandross's music, you telling R. Kelly. I don't give a fuck. R. Kelly is not a better singer than Luther Vandross.
No, he's definitely not.
Okay.
Not close. He don't have more albums than Luther Vandross.
Yep, you're
the
right.
only thing he has is #1 hits.
Yeah.
And he wrote. He's not a better singer. There is no male R&B singer.
Okay.
Marvin Gaye, R. Kelly.
But what I'm saying, only thing I never said he was a better singer. I never said he was a better singer. I said R. Kelly songs are much more realer than Luther. Can I play an R. Kelly now?
I said you can play an R. Kelly. If you listen,
okay,
you would have heard that. You act like I don't give a damn about you playing an R. Kelly song.
Okay, I'm shutting up.
Hey, Disco,
I'm being quiet.
Disco, you can drop. Hey, Disco, drop me and bring up Relentless.
Please no. Stay up. Yo. Yeah.
I dropped it.
We know R. Kelly songs. He got hits, bro. Let's go.
He don't got more hits than Luther, bro. Knock it off.
Luther Vandross is a better singer than R. Kelly. R. Kelly can write, but I'm just saying that he's not a better artist. I don't understand what Disco, I don't understand what they don't understand.
Tomorrow.
R. Kelly don't have the notes.
Hey, listen, I don't have to take that long. Now, don't come up with another Luther cut, and I'm going to smoke your boots with another R. Kelly cut. What's up?
No, but I'm saying R. Kelly cannot sing.
Hold on.
I think sometimes I can read your mind. When you make things up, I can tell you lies. I see the things that your man can't see. And I wonder